It's I'm actually moving soon, so it will happen. Just 2 more weeks, trust the plan. All right, we're gonna get back into it and pretend this didn't happen. All right, so Trucker Rob says, well, howdy. Well, how's it going, Trucker Rob? Now that we've pissed off hundreds of people and they're never gonna show up again, we'll just continue. This is the new normal, 140 people. It's never been so over. All right, so since the casino is on break, I've got a selection of woe buddies for you to try and get you through. So here we have Chuck Schumer sharting on public television. Let's take a listen.
And we need a complete investigation that's independent. Now on Iran and the NDAA.
That's a shot. I was like wondering about this. This is 100% a shot. What do you think? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Let's listen to that again. He's absolutely sharting. That's 100% Chuck Schumer sharting his pants. All right, that was very Mahotep. Very good. All right, now I don't usually have a DSP segment, although occasionally I'll look at a few things, but this was so funny I had to look at it. So DSP tries it. He's trying the Nishin noodle cup, but he fails at even doing this. Now, these things, obviously, they're all over the country. They're all over America. They're pretty tasty, pretty good stuff. Let's see how he fails at eating soup. This is old. Well, it's new to me.
Maybe the proof is in the noodles. Let's give the noodles a taste and let's see what those taste like.
Okay. Oh, so going fine so far.
A spoon. Oh wow, it's even hard to get a spoon of noodle. Look, it's incredibly difficult to get a spoon of.
He's trying to eat noodles with a spoon. Oh my! What do you think the Asians invented the chopsticks for? Now they didn't quite get the fork, but why?
Noodle out of it because they all pull away from you. I might need a fork. In fact, you know what? I'm going to get a fork. I don't think I could eat this without a fork.
Oh my goodness, it's snorting. I died when I saw this, and I was in the street and I just showed it to all the Asians around me, and they were just like, "Oh, silly American, so funny."
So I think what I'm going to have to do here.
They said exactly like that, by the way.
Then I'm going to have to take this fork and kind of twirl.
Oh my goodness, he figured it out.
Catch on the fork. See that?
Let's go.
So now when I pull up. Now I can get a mouthful of noodles versus before.
He figured it out. He's breaking the conditioning. Oh my goodness. And life was never the same again. All right. Now we have this is a tangential thing as well, I guess. So you have Tom Segura and old Christine have broken up. Now I don't usually cover these people either. However, when I'm at the gym, there's an Australian show that I like called Podcast Cringe. And he basically just makes fun of Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura all day, every day. And Joe Rogan's 200 comedy elite assassins. Now, of course, the signs that old Christine was off on the rocks have been there for a long time, as we can see from this clip that was posted by the Kino Grove. Let's take a look.
Is recovering.
So old Christine is his wife, by the way. So they invited a newer and younger Christine onto the show.
Is recovering. We certainly
Podcast Cringe is unironically cringe. I like him.
Warmest wishes. Hope that she's doing well, and you know, you just kind of gotta keep doing stuff. So sitting in for her today.
I'm pretty sure his wife had like cancer or something as well. Like she had to go out for surgery. So he's just like, you know what? I'll find a younger, hotter Christine.
Is new Christine. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Really good.
Old Christine never had a chance. She never had a fucking chance.
Everybody's happy that you're here. Mm-hmm. We've all just been elated to have you fill in.
All right, that's enough of that. I just thought it was funny. All right, now this is kind of a random one. Developing. Hollywood actor James Franco just released this video looking like a different man, according to his fans, as he claims powerful people have been trying to silence him or shut him down to prevent him from releasing footage of what appears to be portray an alien visiting his home on security footage. So we can't get a single frame of this F-150 from Jeremy, but James Franco is just releasing proof of aliens?
Hey, the day is here. 7/13.
There we go. Turn this up.
July 13th. Today.
Now, this is what happens when the Hollywood elite get raped by the conspiracy people over there in the Scientology. Like, if their entire religion in Hollywood is believing about these alien spirits, of course they believe in this bullshit.
I promised you I was going to reveal something because I found
something. It's going to reveal it.
It was thrust upon me. I didn't ask for
this.
It's
called meth. Yeah, I guess so.
I've been through a lot. Okay. I went on social media, you know, and I started talking about, I didn't want to do that. Okay. I didn't choose this. It was thrust upon me. I saw something and I thought, you know what? I can't keep this quiet. People said I'm crazy. People said I'm trying to.
Is he crazy, chat? What do you think? I mean, he looks totally hinged to me.
I don't know whatever it is. you know, I've been through a lot. My account got hacked twice. People trying to shut me down so that I don't get this out. Okay, but I need to get this out for that very reason. The people are trying to stop me.
Oh no!
For that very reason, I fought to get the account back, and I felt like I owed it to you, to the people that are following me and are, you know, trusting that I in fact am, you know, I have material behind.
What method acting is this for though? Like, what is it? The disclosure day that everyone said was shit.
What I'm saying, right? I'm putting my money where my mouth is, or whatever. Okay, enough. Here we go. 713. You wanted it. Here it is. I delivered.
All right, this is a conclusive proof that aliens exist, which I hope is more conclusive than the video that Jeremy showed of the futuristic city from that time traveler. I actually hadn't watched the whole thing about this. I just kind of was looking for somebody like, all right, let's bring this into the crime lab for real quick. And I'll zoom in it so you can see. If this is a bit, this is actually very funny. This has got to be a fucking bit. Like this is his proof. There's the A Lamolian right in the back there. Oh look, he's got a little lab coat. He's got his little gray hair. I mean, that's what proves it. He's like sitting there behind the tree stealing his lemons. He's a lemon stealing whore. He's climbing the tree. He's farting. He's sharting. Oh my goodness, this is too good. Look at this. Hold on. What was it? Hold on. Crime Lab's breaking for a sec. Everything's broken. It's all fucked, chat. All right. Crop. There we go. Here you go. This is, I don't know. This just proves it. Aliens approved. There we go. Like this is a, I think he actually is just having a bit of a go. Like at first I thought he was like schizo mad, but now it's just obviously he's having a bit of a chuckle. Or maybe his neighbors are trolling him and the gaslighting has finally got to him. It's like Tom Cruise or something in that mask, just having a bit of a laugh. What, does he have the shearers there? What's going on there? He's like tapping on the window. It's like signs. He's in the shed. Not the alien in the cuck shed. He's like bumping up and down. All right. I think James Franco's having a bit of a laugh here.
Okay. Enough said.
Enough said. It's confirmed. All right. Now, this is going to be a random one, but this is kind of like a deep lore, crazy situation that I found. Although first we have to mention that Sean Samwood Sundries says, I'm not going to mention code criminal. That's good. You should be using code Copium, the Dragon's Treasure. But strangely enough, we will be talking about Sean in a brief moment. We get to the Rekieta segment, which will be mercifully short, I'm happy to report. Now, a long time ago, bear with me for a second. This is going to sound really crazy, and it's absolutely insane. So there was this time, okay? I'll let you see for yourself first, okay? This person is absolutely like bonkers, and I've encountered them in the wild. And I've talked about this before. Hopefully, if the internet actually works, though, because like it's a 360 video, so it might take a second to load. But basically, the gist of this is that me and Max a long time ago, we went to this Tokyo festival, Kanamare Matsuri, the festival of the steel phallus, and we made some members content, which is pretty funny, I think, and that's on the members section. Anyway, while we were there, I mentioned that we saw this like really crazy person it was a dude dressed up in this giant titty monster costume, and they basically their like nips are like flopping all over the place, and they have like a 360 camera. Max can verify that this person's real, and I've seen this person multiple times. Hold on a second. Sometimes it doesn't work. We'll just go straight into this one. I think if it's like jump around, it doesn't work. Okay. So you can it's a 360 camera. See, there's the person, okay? So they've got this full female bodysuit with these Z cups, and they just go around with their big floppy silicone titties and then record people's reactions to them. And I've seen this person several times in Japan. I've seen them in Aichi. I've seen them in Tokyo. I've seen them in Osaka. Okay, so this is all over the country. This person is going everywhere. And I thought they would I knew they were uploading it to YouTube, but I never found out who it was. And then lo and behold, while I was doing my research yesterday, this video, like, oh no, the video was recommended. Like, oh no, what does it say about my... Look, I don't know how it happened, but I found this person, okay? I wasn't searching for this, but it just happened. Now, all they do is go around and trick people into looking at their big old biddies. Like, Jeremy unironically would love this content. And it is a dude, by the way. You can see them like it's like that, what is it, the Canadian teacher that was trying to get fired? It's like that. And some of these are absolutely unhinged. This person has like 300,000 subscribers. They're actually doing really well, I guess. They're getting like 3 million views per month. And basically that's all they do is they walk around and do like perverse stuff. Now there's one, I was looking at a couple of these. Like they'll go to an onsen where there's actually like just naked dudes straight up just bathing in the river and they're just in the water. It's like, they do blow the people, I'll give them that. They always blow their face too. You can see, okay, so they're in the water of the onsen. An onsen is a hot spring for context. And they're wearing the clothes in the onsen, which is actually a big no-no. And they're on this like giant 360 pole. Like this person's absolutely degenerate. Like there's just some naked dude over here who's just trying to enjoy his like bathe in the like the mountains. And down here he's got this man in a cow suit filming him butt-ass naked. Now, of course, for YouTube purposes, this is all blurred. But this person's got this private collection where they're just walking around bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. It's like, this person needs to be stopped. This person needs to be stopped. Research, yeah, okay, buddy. I'll try and, there's one of them that's really funny. I was looking for a good example. Because you can unironically probably find me in one of these videos, like turning around going, what the fuck? Because that's what they do. The entire bit is that they walk around in this ridiculous costume and then react and then like catch people like doing like the, you know, the watching them like laugh at them. And like, look, some of these thumbnails are absolutely degenerate. Like they're just wearing a skirt on a mirrored floor, multiple skirts on a mirrored floor with like massive underboot, like 360 video, Japan all gender public bathroom in Japan's largest slum. That's not an all gender, well, actually, I guess it is an all gender bathroom, but it's technically just a male bathroom that women can use. They're just like filming themselves 360 in a bathroom. How could this person keep doing this? I don't understand. I think it's this one. Like Z Cup cow walks through Dotonbori. Like this is what I'm talking about. Dotonbori is like Osaka, by the way. Look at this monstrosity, okay? This is what they're doing in public. Boing, 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 boing. Wait a second. Trunsky must be stopped. Oh no, he can't keep. No wonder they're on holiday. They said they were. That's what he does. We figured it out. There's actually a really funny part in this one when they're like, because they're in the middle of the crossing, right? So basically, like these people are all like, yeah, this is the whole thing is that they laugh at them as they're like they go past. So there's like. There's some foreigners that like walk past them and everyone's like ogling and everything. And like this person, like for example, like filming them and then you turn around and you can watch the reaction and everyone going, ooh. Anyway, if you guys want to see this for your own research, it's AG Rinko. Absolute degenerate that like can't keep getting away with it. Possibly Trunsky as well, who knows. But there's your woe buddy for the week. All right. Let's get into the Rekieta segment. And here we have someone on the Kiwi Founds was recommended this video. Overnight on the lost micronation off the coast of Canada, Baldonia. The promised land does exist after all, lads. Although, by the way, since we're talking about Nick, we have to play his intro.
Hit like if you like the show. If you don't like the show, don't hit like or hit thumbs down. Be like, this guy sucks. I don't mind. But if you do like the show, hit that like button. It really does. I got to remind YouTube that I'm here. They are not distributing things out.
Yeah, I need to remind YouTube that I'm here too because I spent the first 5 minutes of the show with a broken internet. Yeah, it's a real production we're running over here. See, 3 meddling things, says cats. Oh yeah, we need to put the cats up. That's right. Okay, so now we've had this first clip from Nick before we get into the law stuff. Okay, and this is a. Yes, I got the cats. Okay, I got the cats. This is a clip from Melissa, and it is entitled, Rekieta Law Can't Figure Out Why Nobody Likes Them Anymore. I mean, how could this be? How could it? He seems like such a happy person. All right, let's see. 1.25 speed. Also, he's going to rewrite the history on his interactions with Sean. Sean's a nice guy, but you should be using code COPE, just by the way. Is it muted? Oh my goodness. What an absolute shit show.
To law explaining the interwebs. I am
to be fair, you didn't miss anything.
Host. Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota.
So miffed.
That's right. I am a lawyer from a small law firm from central Minnesota.
Now he's currently not disbarred, but he's not licensed because he's failed his continuing learning credits, the CLEs. He plans to stream these to get his law license back, and apparently he's just saying that he's a lawyer because it pisses people off. I don't think anyone gives a shit. I mean, maybe people report him to the ethics boards, but they're just doing that to try and make fun of him, basically. He does look.
That.
He does. I'm bleeding,
Watch
making
out.
me the victim.
The most dangerous man on the internet has arrived to proclaim himself a lawyer.
What? This is the show.
I better watch out. I should be very scared of doing things like this. I should have learned my lesson by now. Obviously, I shouldn't say things like that. I shouldn't.
He's slipping Jimmy. No, because like, while Saul was a terrible lawyer, well, actually, Saul was a great lawyer, but he was just a slimeball. But Saul never put kids in danger, so you can still like him.
I shouldn't say that I'm a lawyer. That'd be bad. That'd be bad. I am still suspended. Let's be very clear about that. I am suspended. But
He
hey,
looks pilled out. He is pilled out. It's just he's on government pills now, so technically that means he's sober. Okay. The government ketamine means I'm sober.
Why not say something to piss off somebody? Which I happen to be really good at lately. I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been pissing some people off quite a bit.
Dude, like the idea that he's actually pissing people off, I don't think so. People aren't really pissed off. They're just laughing at you. When people are pointing at laugh at you and you're like pissing your pants, you're like, haha, rent free. I'm not like it's just the Wimplo. Like, I'm bleeding, making me the victor. Haha, you're mad. Jeremy does this too. Like, this is why like Jeremy and Rekieta like fit together so perfectly. It's no surprise that they decided to become allies in this entire thing.
Another fat has spoken.
Another fat person. I guess he's including himself.
I don't talk about this one all that much, but another fat has spoken.
By the way, I have a pet theory that the Rekieta's first love was his fat chick in high school. However, she blew him off, and that's why he was a virgin until he met his wife in university, although she wasn't at the same time, so that's unfortunate. Bit of a mismatch there. But I have a theory that, like, yeah, in high school, he was blown off by some fat chick, and he's been hating them ever since. And that's the deepest lore. And that's why he was trying to fuck Farron and all these other, like, wine mums that he has in his Discord, is because he's that one unrequited love from high school, the fatties.
And that is, I call him the creme brulee lawyer. And that's Fat Sean.
That's almost funny.
The law couch, potentially furniture. Whatever you want to say, whatever name, whatever.
This is some breaking news, though. Did you guys know that Sean is fat?
De plume you want to use. I don't know if nom de plume is the right French idiom for it, but we're using it. He has spoken. He said some really interesting things.
Whatever happened to Farron? She left the internet and got a real job, or continued to work a real job. You see her quite often, I think, in like I think the casino chat and Don Flogandy's chat.
It was the other day, and I don't know if I want to go through them or not, because, well, he is fat.
He's fat.
And Sean makes me kind of sad.
Okay,
because I like Sean, and I don't understand really what happened. And that's,
well, you seethed out at him and took out your impotent rage from the Kiwi Farms on Sean, and then your kids tested positive for cocaine, and I don't know why you would stick around anyone that has that happen to them, honestly.
What this clip is about. But the weird thing is,
is this really a 1.25 speed? This feels slow.
He just thinks that, like, I would be unwilling to debunk what he said. Like, I guess that he thinks that. I'm not sure.
He's debunking.
But I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want to or not. He's such a fat. Like, it's hard to determine if that's something I want to endeavor to do. It's not.
Oh my goodness, Sean's a fat faggot. Oh, who could believe it?
I don't know.
I guess it was. It must have been muted by Alyssa.
But he presents this story of the downfall of Nick Rekieta, which is great. And
it's not a story. This is the facts. You've lost 99% of your audience. You went from 100,000 concurrent live viewers. Of course, that was like a special event. It wasn't like a regular occurrence or something. But he used to have a show in the, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, didn't he usually have around at least 10, 15,000 people at the peak? And then, like, obviously, like, Rittenhouse and Johnny Depp were much larger. But there was a time where you could say with a straight face that Nick Rekieta was the most famous lawyer on YouTube. Now, of course, Legal Eagle, but like Legal Eagle doesn't really stream or anything like that. But he was the face of LawTube, for better or worse, and didn't actually invent trial streaming, although he does like to say that. He did popularize it in a big way. But there was a lot of other people like Emily DeBaker and many others that were doing this as well. I think that Nick was just kind of like the breakthrough one. Although I think Emily's streams were equivalent size at least. Now, she's gone on to be immensely popular. She has her own app. She has basically the entire law sector under her wing at this point, I think. Luther, the writer, how's it going, my man? He said with a 5, he says, so it's confirmed that Rekieta Pocket watches illicit clips. Well, you'll see him seething in Stalin 19s. I think like it's kind of funny because like Stalin and Alyssa both have very similar content, although Alyssa leans more into like the sector / Kino Casino side, and Stalin 19 like leans more into the Dabbleverse side, but there's a lot of crossover. And I think Stalin is Nick's preferred clipper because you'll see him debating people in chat on the clips about Nick, which is, I mean, pathetic. Like it's pretty cringe to watch clips about yourself, right? But he has to correct the record.
Talks about how our relationship frayed. He talks about how in like October or November, I started yelling, like I yelled at him on a live stream.
Well, he did.
Which
that was
we
very
did
funny.
a little bit of a tense discussion.
They say I swing, Sean. They say my wife fucks Jamaicans, Sean. They say I give my kids drugs, Sean. It just turns out it was all true. Well, I mean, maybe he didn't give the drugs to his kids, but they did test positive. That's true.
Discussion.
That's a detail that he has never explained, by the way. There's a lot of like, well, whataboutisms and things like that. But no, the fact of the matter is his child did test positive for cocaine at 10 times the regular levels. Now, I have my theories about this, but what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments.
And a bunch of people made a big deal out of it. The interesting thing is I immediately went to address it with Sean because I was like, hey, man, I didn't mean for anything to come across that way. But people are like under the impression I was yelling at you and stuff like that. And he said, nah, that's just internet.
I mean, you did yell at him, but you were yelling at the Kiwi Farms through Sean.
Bullshit. That's not true. Like, I didn't take it that way at all. And I was like, all right, so we're good then, right? Like, we're okay. And he's like, yes. And we streamed several times after that.
Now, the reason he's correcting the record here is because Sean went on to this other person's stream, whose name escapes me at this moment. But they kind of asked for a recounting of the fallout between Sean and the Baldo Master. And Sean said that, like, basically at this time, he was done with Nick. But Nick's saying here, no, actually, Sean's lying. He said he was fine in text and he came on my stream again. When you're done with someone, that just means you're kind of like checking out, obviously. Now, maybe he went back on to see if there was something there to salvage, or maybe he was just grifting, who knows? But, like, I don't know why Nick has this, like, compulsion to try and make sure everyone knows the actual record, even though he's the most unreliable narrator there possibly is.
And also had a very cordial texting back and forth, invites to multiple streams for months after that. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, an apology because he was making fun of my children.
I'm not sure if he was making fun of Nick's kids. I think he was making fun of the fact that Nick had his children taken away. It's not exactly the same thing. I don't believe that Sean was just like naming Rekieta's children and saying like, this one's a retard or something like that.
Kiwi Farms clicks. Which
this doesn't
my
seem
response
accurate.
to that was, I forgive you.
Oh,
thanks.
So magnanimous. I forgive you, Sean. You're pardoned. I pardon you, Sean.
Fucking fake narrative that I somehow wronged dear Sean.
You did, though. Like, you wronged all of your friends by betraying them, betraying your morals, betraying who you are. Oh, I just did it to my... No, you destroyed everything around you.
Amazing, because it's not supported by the evidence that's out there. And I don't know if I want to go through it, because it's so gay.
It is.
But he is fat, so I'm not sure. How do you make these decisions? I don't know. I gave people a ton of...
I'm not sure if I've got it in here, but Nick was doing some more reacting to Kurt's cooking streams where I think Kurt was making a brisket or something, and he booted up a stream and I think he was talking for an hour when he was talking about how wrong Kurt was at cooking brisket. And then some expert came in and actually explained that everything Kurt was doing was correct, and he started to seethe and like removed it immediately. By the way, we got Gunterra gifted a war ski alert. Yeah, it is, absolutely. And Fat Ass Cat says, as a fellow Ohioan who will soon be coping about our new Indian governor, I must suggest that everyone use code criminal at the Dragon's Treasure. What a rat comment to say. Also, Tony the Tiger, 3 months subscribed.
I gave people a ton of grace.
Oh, so grace.
For how they treated me when I didn't treat them poorly.
He didn't treat anyone poorly, chat. He was so nice. He's the nicest guy.
You guys don't need to lie about it. You don't need to do any of that.
He's never lied.
Fat Sean, you're going to be fat forever. Your legs look like they belong on a corpse.
Okay. Don't corpses have skinny legs because they're dead and decaying?
I say you're going to be fat forever. I honestly don't know how much time you have left. Lying about that shit was... It just shows the character that you have.
I hate this voice he puts on where it's like, oh my goodness, I'm a serious time to talk. So I'm going to go into this voice. And so many of my friends, they betrayed me, but I forgive them because, you know, friendship is, they didn't have to lie about it. He always puts on this such a fake voice.
When you
it's so performative.
About Montegraph, literally crying on the phone.
He's literally crying.
He's coming after my license.
I said, yeah, man, take care of yourself. Don't worry about me. I got it. I'm going to be okay. When you came and apologized to me because you're making fun of my children, long before I was arrested, by the way, you're making fun of my children. You apologize for doing that for clicks.
Well, does anyone have the context on this? I don't think that Sean actually made fun of Nick's kids. I think he made fun of Nick for being a terrible father. By the way, very funny Trucker Rob message. Use code DRAGON at Criminal's Treasure for 10% off Cope. Okay, thanks, buddy.
I said, I forgive you. I forgive you. You said you wouldn't do it anymore. You did it, I think, like the next day. The crazy thing is, that apology was in February.
Oh my goodness.
You just...
More like February, that lying fat Sean.
Said that in November, you were kind of done with me.
I'm sorry about that one.
After I yelled at you, which just isn't true. Again, we discussed that.
It's about ethics and when you stop being friends with people. Oh my goodness. He said it was in November, but it was actually in February. Well, who gives a shit?
Well, in person via StreamYard. You might not remember.
I'm glad someone appreciated February.
But we discussed that. And I said, I'm sorry. Like if it came across that way, I didn't mean to. And you said it didn't matter. It didn't bother you at all. Why does it bother you now?
All right, I think we're gonna have to skip through. I think we're gonna have to skip forward with this. Does it keep going like this for another 10 minutes? I'm gonna briefly see.
Great.
Wait, there was actually a funny super chat there. They're asking about like, can you do some law stream, Nick? Please, can you talk about the Reed stream already? Can we talk? We don't care about this into YouTuber drama. Just talk about the law, please. All right, I think that's enough of that clip. All right, so we'll go into some of the actual documents. Now, I won't read these as well, but basically what happened, the gist of this is that there's currently, I think, is it now 3 lawsuits between the Rekietas and the Imholte family? I guess it's just one person because he's alone. Well, I mean, he's not alone, but he's unmarried. So basically you have, to understand all this, you've got Kayla's restraining order against Aaron. Now they're trying to get 50 years restraining order. Morty, 50 years, no touch. The kids are dead. Like, I don't know, whatever. You got that going. You've got Aaron's restraining order against Nick. And I think there is, well, no, there's the original restraining order, which is expiring in September. Then there's the 50-year-old one, which I think the 50-year one, which is between Kayla and I want to say Imholte Media, which is like his LLC or company or something. But basically, over the last few days, they had, well, Mr. Johnson, which I believe is Aaron's lawyer, he was sick. So he asked for an extension. Now, Nick's lawyer demanded a speedy resolution and dismissal of the court case because of this. But Johnson, I think that I think that the judge is just going to let this go through because of all of the nonsense that Nick was pulling with his lawyer. And they basically filed their brief showing why they think that Aaron needs a restraining order against Nick. This is going to go on for probably another year. Who knows? It's, I mean, it could just end in September, I think, but who knows? The reason I really bring this up, though, is I'm going to do someone a solid here. This watermark here, and Nick is giving these documents directly to Hefty Haley of the Antisocial Podcast. This is her watermark. Now, this is the dumbest watermark that I've ever seen. It just looks like an @ symbol. Like nobody's going to look at this and go, "Oh my goodness, I got to go check antisocial podcast." I'm doing her a favor here by mentioning it because just put your name, just put antisocial podcast as the watermark instead of this lame ass like logo. Nobody knows this shit. Okay, except for Dabbleverse people, and they're not going to watch it. It's not. It's like free advertisement if you do it. Just do, what an absolute failure of branding there. But yeah, it's got this long ass document basically saying that Nick is a bad boy and all the reasons that he needs to be, well, shouldn't be talking about Aaron. Now, you see over at Scarebro. Wait, actually, I'm going to go to a different one. Let me see. You can tell that this didn't go well for Nick because with you've got the Baldo Rage meter. Every time these tweets go up, it's a bad legal conclusion for Nick. And you can see that on the 12th, there was 58 messages. So he's not having a good time. Scarebro reports that it looks like the only porker Rekieta Law is interested in is Hefty Haley, as he ignores his pay pegs and his streaming career to keep his war with Aaron going. You can see that new documents have been filed. Motion to dismiss. Nick Rekieta's affidavit in support of the motion. Memorandum of law in support of responsive motion. All 3 documents are dated July 15th. Nick Rekieta is asking the court to decline to accept Imholte's brief for filing, citing a 1-week extension previously granted to dismiss the court actions. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Now you have this one here. This is kind of funny. These are kind of the miscellaneous Nick things. Nick is now simping after Andrea Burkhart. And I just want to say that back when Nick was like he was like, I don't know why I can't get any views. And then they're like popping up and they're like, is it view bots or anything? I was the one that said it's because people are on break from Andrea Burkhart's trial streams. Nick has finally admitted that Andrea is the queen of LawTube, at least his queen, because he can't suck up to shit, I forgot her name. What's the name? I said her at the beginning of the stream. Total brain fart, which is very much in line with today's disaster stream. Emily D. Baker. Well, the people get mad when I say her name. That's right. Andrea, with the lack of exculpatory evidence presented on trial, are you expecting a significant showing from them at trial? Or are we at please just don't execute our client phase? So he's all, like, shouldn't he be giving the legal analysis here? But he's deferring to his queen, Andrea. And I love Andrea, by the way. She's great. Fantastic trial streamer and lawyer. I think if there was anything materially exculpatory, we would have heard about that instead of Katie Nestor emphasizing 4 or 5 times. Okay, so she gives her legal take. Then Nick responds saying, astute as always, my lady. I spent an hour last night screaming at Ian. So it was just like the stealth advertisement. This is like when streamers go into other streamers' chats and they're like, fantastic stream from a fellow VTuber. But it's just Nick saying, fantastic, astute as always, my lady, from a fellow LawTuber, if you didn't know. But this is a good strategy for a small streamer to try and, maybe get some clout off a more influential and more positive and powerful streamer like Andrea Burkhart. But it's like the embarrassment of all of this, really, when you think about it. Making a big deal. Let me see. Now, look at this one. The absolute glaze in contrast. Oh, sorry. In a contest, I should say. In a contest of legal acumen, correctness, and usefulness between Andrea Burkhart and Baron Coleman. Andrea so outclasses him that it's embarrassing. In the Robinson case, listen to Andrea if you want to be correct. Listen to Baron if you want to just keep asking questions and never know a fucking answer. Why wouldn't you just give your own legal opinion, you retard? Oh, there we go. If you care about Tyler Robinson's trial and you're not hanging on every word of Andrea's analysis, then you are wrong. So is he just watching Andrea Burkhart stream instead of like streaming? This is like when I was going to do a stream, but I'm just like watching Ron Flogandy instead. Oh, sorry. Ron Flogandy? Don Flogandy, not Ron Flogandy. Yada, yada. Yeah, such a great stream. I know. I took like 2 days off and everything comes back scuffed. It always happens. It always happens. He's out. Wait, there's more? Wait. Queen. She calls her a queen. Queen Andrea is doing the real work. This is so much PC that Craft is going to package and distribute it. Oh my goodness. Can we get some yes queens in the chat? We need some yes queens. All right. So here we have, this is just another side one. We've got Scarebro saying, Nick Rekieta tweets while people are trying to watch a movie. I'm watching The Odyssey right now, and everyone who is supposed to be hot is fucking hideous. Cersei is hideous. Helen looks horrible. This is confusing. Like, the thing is, Nick is just actually that annoying guy in the theater who's like, the lights going on and off and off. He's just like, I mean, If I was to describe Nick as the quartering describes people, I would say that he's one of those teens that is giving him fatigue. This is that style of behavior at the movie theater. How embarrassing. Allegedly, Nick Rekieta trying to find more evidence supporting to crap on Kurt. Instead of, he stumbled onto a video from an experienced pit smoker that supported Kurt's method. So here's just some more feltonings of Nick where he found out that Kurt was cooking a brisket correctly. This is the absolute state of the Rekieta channel. And he wonders, like, how do people like me? I don't understand. Where's my career gone? What's happening? Why don't people watch my legal coverage? Spends 3 hours trying to disprove Kurt's cooking a fucking roast. And he can just see, this is what Nick actually spends his days doing. He just spends all day seething in discords about his detractors. It's like, are you getting paid for this, Nick? Is this putting food on the table? Is this building the brand? He's just, there's actually one here where you see that Scarecrow, I think. Here we go. Let's see. This is the one. Hi, Scarecrow. Scarecrow seems like a kid toucher. Now, I'm not sure that Nick wants to be playing this card when he surrounds himself in pedophiles and pedophile enablers. And he's talked about how if you want to have sex with a woman, just give her cocaine. And then his daughter tests positive for cocaine. There seems like a space you wouldn't want to walk into, honestly. Scarecrow was voted most likely to remind kids of their uncle, mom, and dad don't talk about in high school, college, and when he went back to middle school. We might have to do the expose where we talk about all of the times that Nick has made very creepy allegations, as well as the fact that I mean, like I said, his daughter did test positive for cocaine when he specifically said that you can sleep with women if you give them cocaine. Not even mentioning that his favorite movie, American Beauty, is about an older man who hates his wife, hates his life, hates his family, and then tries to bone a teenager in high school. And then he's actually, I'm not even joking, Nick has actually said that if I can't remember his name, but the main character of American Beauty, if he just fucked the minor, his life would have been perfect. Things only went wrong for him when he did the right thing and didn't sleep with this high school student. I'm not even Kevin. No, not Kevin Spacey. I know it's Kevin Spacey. I mean the actor's name. I forget the actor's name in that movie. He also has made sexual remarks about underage sex abuse. Like, that's true. He did piss off a bunch of people where he was talking about diaper fetishing with that chick that was, I don't know, like her parents were keeping her. I don't remember the exact case for that. But yeah, he's made some, it's just edgy comedy. It's just edgy comedy. Don't worry about it. Anyway, that's enough of Nick. That's enough of Nick, okay? If you don't like the Nick stuff, we're out of the Nick stuff. We're moving on to the Jeremy segment. And I guess there's a bit of Chrissie Mayr here as well, which I think many people would be happy to see. Quick check-in with the germinal decline. He did get twice as many views in June so far as compared to May. However, if we include the shorts, he's just using that to paper over. He's like, oh, 26 million views. But the reality is that he's still down from last year. And the germinal decline continues with a brief respite, which we know is just from him buying views on YouTube Promotes feature. So let's go into a quick segment. This was on the Kino Casino a couple days ago. They actually caught him. And I want to get a vote going here. Do you think Jeremy was actually gooning in chat? So let's listen to the soundbite from the Kiwi boys. Oh, sorry, not the Casino boys.
With that, I've got to jump on a call. And we're
What the fuck is that sound? Was he actually watching porn on his second monitor while talking with Melanie Mack?
Listen.
We'd love to see you. With that, I've got to jump on a call. And we're going...
What else could that be? Is he watching like some boxing training or something? What's the slap, 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 slap?
What was...
Appreciate you being here.
Wait,
Oh my God.
And we're going... And we'd love to see you.
This is when he's ending the stream. I guarantee you he's gooning live. If the camera falls down, you would see his... Well, you know exactly what you'd see. Is this his fetish? Just bringing on Melanie Mack and talking to a woman while he goons on the other screen?
With that, I've got to jump on a call. And we're going to...
What was that?
I gotta put a poll up. Wait, I'm trying to do this on Kick, actually. Let's see. Poll. Create a poll. There we go. How do I do this, though? I actually don't know. Okay, I'm just retarded. I still haven't figured it out. I'll do a poll on YouTube. That'll be the only way to do it. So we'll end this previous poll. Quickly, just over here. I'll go this play for a second.
Was it porn? Oh my God. Listen.
We'd love to see you. With that, I've got to jump on a call. And we're going...
That was porn.
All right, you can vote on YouTube, or you could just press a B in chat on Kick if you think that is what was happening. The cats are still up. All right, we'll take away the cats. They're very cute though. I like them.
No way! I didn't even catch that. I wonder.
It's perhaps, holy shit, 97%. 97% say that yes, he was gooning so far. 98%, they're only getting stronger. And 4% of the poll apparently clicked the wrong button. All right, so there's that brief one there from the casino. Apparently they're on break until August, so that's unfortunate. All right, so we have Kurt Barlow in the Kiwi Farm saying, Quartering has porn on second monitor on mute while he live streams. That's the only explanation. No wonder he's always fucking distraction. He's a gooner. Knowing how much of a gooner Jerry is, I bet he had AI deepfake porn of Mel made and watches it on his second stream while he has her on to get a sick thrill. It's on brand. This is my headcanon now. I believe this is 100%. He's got the AI deepfakes of Mel. He's digitally and physically and emotionally cucked. It's on brand. He has a history of harassing and objectifying women without their consent. And this was a way he can do it secretly until his slip up. Making abrupt excuses and to end his show to goon might also be a pattern we overlooked. Now, this is actually brought up by Don Flurgandy as well, because there's been a lot of these cases where Jeremy just mysteriously ends his stream. And like the theory was that maybe he's running out of his time with Mel. Like he's going to have to up and give her another $100 or something if she's going to stay for the next hour. But is it because he's reaching completion and he has to finish the video? It's worth analyzing past streams and seeing how much he's glancing at that second screen to get flustered before suddenly having to leave for his doctor's appointment. That's an interesting theory. I hope to see more about that. Now, speaking of gooning, Hotep, Bad Banner on Twitter, says, this may surprise you, but the Quartering is very upset about the change in camera angles for female athletes. He tries to couch it in wokeness, but it's probably because he's the gooner that Mel describes in this clip.
We've got.
All right, so this is if you're unaware, basically the sportscasters for like Olympics and volleyball and running and things, they want you to stop focusing on chicks' asses, which basically means the viewership's going to go down 50%. Let's be honest about this.
Got another peak wokeness going on
Peak
here.
wokeness.
There is a new regulation going on. So new broadcast.
I'm not sure this is a regulation. I think it's just a recommendation. I mean, we'll be honest though, like women's volleyball is absolutely cooked if this happens.
Guidelines for female athletics, women athletics. Now, I don't even know what that means anymore these days. Are we talking about biological females? Are we talking about men who identify as females? I don't know. But they are now cracking down on certain camera angles and slow motion replays that may make female athletes look attractive. The guideline highlight shots broadcasters are now urged to avoid. This is okay. This is not okay.
I don't know. I think like when you're right, you're right. I have to side with Jeremy on this one. I think that we need if we can't see the sand on the ass of the long jumpers after the long jump, what's the point of even watching?
This is okay. This is not okay. The idea
just put them
behind it, of course, is probably from overweight, like liberal women. Look, we saw this happen a few years ago. I don't know if you remember this when I think it was Formula One. Some liberal Formula One woman banned, I don't know what they call them, not their version of ring girls. Formula One is always very attractive women. And so in order to protect them from being objectified by men, they were all fired. And so they ended up going on like Good Morning America the next day. And they're like, hey, we work hard to look this good. We don't really care if men are, and I got to be honest, I don't think many people outside of maybe women's beach volleyball, I don't think that there are a lot of people tuning in for these random camera angles.
But Jeremy literally is. The entire reason he actually watches women's basketball for this very reason. So this is like, I mean, I think this is a bad idea. This is stupid. Okay. Let's be honest here. However, this story affects him on an actual personal level. Does he just spend all day gooning over anything he can find his hands on? Grubby little hands. Oh my goodness. We got Nuka Dupe says Rekieta moves like an alien in a human suit from Men in Black. You mean the Edgar? That's actually a good reference. It's a good one. I like Men in Black. Nick's fake voice reminds me of Boogie's serious voice. It's pathetic. Yeah, I mean, it's so performative. I mean, I guess it's a stream, so it's literally a performance, but it's so insincere, and you can tell that like nobody is buying it. Don't Even Blink says, I miss Legal Vices. Use code VICES for 35% off tea. I don't think that works. If it does, then that's a surprisingly great offer. But yeah, shout out to Jeff. He was a real one. Miss him.
They may go viral. There's that one chick from like LSU or whatever who was, went viral for being really hot or something like that. But like, of course, it's coming from a British pole vaulter, Holly Bradshaw. I should probably take a look at what she, I mean, if she's a pole vaulter, she's probably very fit. She said that athletes are distracted by the camera positions during competitions.
So are they distracted by the other athletes? I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
Or themselves?
Oh my goodness. He's like flashbanging his audience with that like white screen. Use dark mode, Jeremy.
Very
I mean, I guess he's had so much fatigue he can't even use dark mode.
I think here's the thing is if I were competing in a sport, I wouldn't want a camera up my butt. So I can understand some of it, but it depends. And I think that also the athletes.
So Jeremy brought this clip on, and he thought that Mel would immediately agree with him that this is bad. And he's like, no, actually, I don't like gooners, Jeremy. Like, this is such a mismatched couple. Like, what did he think? Bring her on.
It's just as long as they're, and I think they are given the option with some of their outfits, like
they can wear whatever they want. Yeah, probably
some
within
different
certain
options.
standards.
Yeah. So if they wanted to wear like little shorts or something, then if that would make them more comfortable, I think that's the more important thing for me is that the athletes who are performing, they're comfortable with it. But yeah, it depends. Like the sprinter position, I don't see a huge deal.
What happened to Goonergate? She was blown the fuck out. Everyone hated it. I don't think she had a single person supporting her except for the ones that Jeremy pays, like Razorfist. And she just took the L, I think.
With that, it's tough. It's tough to say, but I do think that it's sports should be watched to enjoy seeing athletes do their work, and obviously,
right.
My stance. I'm not gonna advocate for using sports for lust purposes.
Yeah.
But if it's just like, hey, one thing about athletes is that we do get to see.
Did you see that? Jeremy's looking at this ass. Then he's like
people and
like look
if
focus.
it's just
Jeremy,
like,
look at him. He's like, oh.
Okay, one thing about athletes is that
He licks his lips. Look at those lines. He's looking directly at the ass. Now, obviously, it's like a stream, but
we do.
He's actually getting flustered. He's hot.
See people in peak physical
He's
condition
bricked
that
up.
are, above what the rest of us are, and it's like, wow, this is it's pretty inspiring to see really fit people doing really cool things that we can never do. So,
yeah, and I think the original competitors were nude. So I mean, I think we've come a long way.
I think we have come a long way. So yeah,
Yeah.
I just think it depends on how it's done. You know what I mean? Like, is it sleazy looking, or is this, hey, like, and also part of the responsibility is also just on us as a viewer too. Like, just don't be a creep. Like, don't be weird. Like, I should be able to film an athlete doing something without people making.
I think that recently in Japanese beach volleyball, or no, sorry, maybe it's just Japanese female volleyball, they've actually banned people bringing their own cameras because there was too many Japanese gooners with telephoto lenses going there and just like perving out. That's Jeremy's actual demographic for this story, I think. I think I just saw this in the news like a couple days ago.
Making them uncomfortable.
Well, I think the implication is that, like you said, they're basically taking like upskirt shots, but I don't really think that's the case.
Yeah, I don't.
They literally are though.
Recall seeing anything egregious like that before.
I mean, look what they're wearing.
I know, and they do get
like,
to.
She's asking for it, Jeremy. Look at what she's wearing.
Choose if they want to wear
They
more.
could probably, I've seen volleyball.
transformative.
Yeah, I've seen volleyball people not wearing two-piece bikinis. I highly doubt that it's required. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're a fan of, I mean, like, yes, okay, you're gonna get the occasional fan cam, but let's not pretend that.
But that's not, to me,
These
it's not
women
even egregious. She's having fun. She's like, it doesn't look.
And by the way, look here. Here's a woman right here wearing long pants. Oh, you
Yeah,
probably
so
can't see
they
that,
have
but,
the
like,
option. Yeah, she's wearing the long shorts.
she's
So
wearing the long shorts. So if you don't like it, wear the long shorts. I don't really understand
Of course, the algo wears the long shorts, right?
why we have to be so worried. And look at all the tens of fans that will probably be disappointed. I mean, you have a stadium full of maybe there are literally dozens of them. Here,
Jay, just like Jeremy's audience, it's amazing. And crazy thing about the females track event is even with the dozens of people in the audience, their chat still moves faster than Jeremy's.
Watch, I mean,
despite his 7,000 live viewers.
And if your sport gets a little bit,
sprinters have peak physiques. Like it's very inspiring.
Okay, that's kind of funny. But like, again, this woman, by the way, that woman's hamming it up. She knows exactly what she's doing.
I think it's and that's the thing too. Is I think that as society we have to find that balance between
Does she win too? Hell yeah, hot chick 1, 2.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's go.
We have to be able to find that because
Oh, he's getting so excited.
some people want to put all of the responsibility on on people not being a creep. They want to put that responsibility on covering the woman as much as possible. No camera angle. Now we're going to change all the camera angles. Now we're going to do this. It's just like we're going to, if we keep going far in that direction, then you're going to have a put women in burqas situation if you keep going down that.
Isn't that what Melanie advocates for despite dressing like a whore?
So it's like, yeah, maybe just don't be weird. Like, just don't be weird and it's fine. Like most normal people, if they go to a beach, because I mean that you're seeing a lot of people dress like this at the beach. It's just like if you go to the beach, most people aren't going to be weird about it. Most people can go to the beach, they can swim.
Can you imagine Jeremy going to the beach? I don't think that's going to happen.
They can have a fun time with their family, and they're not going to be acting like a creep because there are people in swimsuits around. You know?
Yeah, and I think the problem I have with it is really the implication of it. Like men are being creepy and like.
Right.
But Jeremy literally admitted to watching the WNBA just to see the women. He was gooning live during this stream, looking at these chicks. It's not an implication. It's just happening. Like, this is the reality. Now, I think it's fine the way it is. I don't think it needs to change. But Jeremy's like actually personally affected by this change.
I don't know. I mean, maybe, I think that gooners are going to goon. Whether they wear long shorts or short shorts.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what they wear. The gooners are going to goon anyway.
It's true. Jeremy's going to goon no matter what you wear. You can't stop him.
And for the most part, like regular dudes look down on those gooners anyway. So it's like, that's not.
Yeah, like Mel's husband, maybe. She's looking down on Jeremy, pathetic gooning for his like unrequited wife, love life with Mel.
It's not that, all these men are just like gooning and being weirdos. Like that's
enough of that one. All right, we got a clip from Nick Dioro here. What is this one?
A man in his birthday suit.
All right, I think this is just Jeremy's like brain farting. Let's see.
A man in his birthday suit took a tourist's child.
What?
At a Portland, Oregon park.
That's awful. A naked man abducted a child in Oregon.
Ended up ripping her straight from her mother's arms.
What the fuck?
And what happened after that is absolutely wild. The story is crazy.
Really?
And I don't know, what else to say about it.
Say it's bad. What do you mean? A naked person ripped a child out of their mother's arm, and he's like, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. No, just say that this person should be executed. Say that this is bad, Jeremy. Have an opinion. What the fuck?
It's just absolute pure insanity. We're going to get into that.
Hashtag so crazy.
After a super quick word from this video sponsor, Private Internet Access.
No! Not the ad.
Browsing the internet with an unencrypted connection is like sending
It's like having a baby ripped out of your arms by a naked man.
Private message to group.
The shamelessness of this all. Like, what the fuck, Jeremy? What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Naked man. Like he was too afraid to say naked because he doesn't want to get demonetized. He's like, somebody in their birthday suit abducted a child in a park. I don't know what to say about this, but you know what? NordVPN. What are you?
Super quick word.
Absolutely. All right. We got a quick clip here from, I guess this is about Chrissie Mayr. So Chrissie Mayr, there's an interesting thing going on with her. So she was removed from Friday Night Tights, and Jeremy's going to go on to tell you about how this was the council mob. It's the woke left masquerading as these like comic critics or something. The reality is that she provided no value to Friday Night Tights, and she was let go. Now here's Nerdrotic talking about this.
James Harris for $9.99. Is it possible for you and Chrissie to reconcile after everything that's happened? For my part, we're still friends, but for anything else, Chrissie, I would refer to my statement on Friday Night Tights from last Friday. Gary, bad friend. Sorry, Chrissie. Gary is a hypocrite against false flagging, canceling.
They didn't false flag Chrissie Mayr. They just said, look, you're not invited anymore. We don't like you.
So also he cancels Chrissie. Chrissie was not canceled. Chrissie was let go. I am very much against false flagging, though. I think false flagging.
Are they supposed to hire people indefinitely? No matter how incompetent they are? Is this like the Japanese employment system where they just stick old people in the corner because they legally can't fire them and they just like collect a paycheck while they read a newspaper every day?
Is the the ultimate form of silencing free speech and channels. But again, I refer to my statements on.
All right. So what actually happened here is that they actually gave Chrissie a chance to make up for her mistakes. They put her on hiatus, and they said they actually said, we're going to watch what she does. Let's see how she reacts. And she reacted poorly. She grifted off of the lies. She grifted and betrayed her audience, and she never had any sort of remorse, never had any sort of contrition, and just continue to make a fool of herself. So she's started to go on like these, like the canceled tour. Like I think she went on Cecil Says show. She went on Tim Pool. The Tim Pool show was absolutely a disaster. Do I have this here? Here's one of the things. Here's one of the clips from it. I tried to say, people asked me if I wanted to watch it. It's not worth watching. Although it was very funny that Tim Pool got really mad during it because people were accusing him of silencing and sweeping. And he had to go out and actually say, like, no, we've always had our chat like this. It was very funny. But Chrissie was just like, she was making jokes. They weren't landing. She was just, I don't know why she was there. And months ago, Tim Pool was like, the quartering? We don't want to talk about the quartering. The midterms are just around the corner. But now they're bringing Chrissie Mayr on because she was removed from Friday Night Tights. Jeremy was actually in the chat of this, by the way. He was seething live. You can see there. Cope and seethe, losers. Ha 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 ha. Totally not mad. He literally reeing in the chat. Now, people believe that perhaps Jeremy has been betrayed by Chrissie. And this is an interesting conspiracy theory because there was this mystery female co-host that was going to join him and Mel that was going to replace Hannah Claire. And he's now 2 weeks, I think, late on this one. So the question is, did Chrissie pretend to join up with Jeremy and then betray him? Why is your audio low? I don't think it's low. Who knows? Could just be on your end. Who knows? Let's see this clip, though.
Well, he's got to pay back those loans.
So. Or like go to a gay bar if you're a straight guy and let the gay guys buy you drinks and then go to the straight bar.
So this is what she's contributing to the show. Have you tried getting drunk at the gay bar and this is just the Craigslist special. Just show up and try and get free drinks from people that want to fuck you. But what they say is really funny.
Actually a good plan.
They're like, no.
Something.
I mean, look, man, gay dudes are aggressive. Probably not a great idea. Drunk gay dudes,
Just take it.
They're just going to grab you.
This is what happened to Rekieta when he went down to the Blaze. He went out for drinks with a gay guy. I'm not going to name names, but Elijah Schaefer. And he got his booty took, in my opinion. In my opinion. I think that's what happened. Because if you remember this, back when Nick got interviewed by the Blaze, he said he went to a bar and he took someone's roofied drink and then he woke up in the bathroom. I guarantee you that he was butt taken by Elijah Schaefer.
Look, dudes are aggressive when dudes are the ones that are supposed to make the move. When you got gay dudes and they're like, well, this is a dude, I'm a dude, and just grab your junk. Next thing you know,
that's what happened.
You got monkeypox.
That's how Nick got monkeypox. He got graped. All right. Now we're moving through the warm-up. Oh, there's a kind of funny things here. Hold on, let me just get this back here. Quarter pounder, here we go. All right, we got a bit of karma, and this is so funny. Oops, wrong one. I think it's this one. So Jeremy has been stealing people's shorts for the longest time. He's using this to paper over his failing channel. But Gun Twitter found out because he uploaded a "What do you think about it?" short where he was like, this guy was shooting, I think, like some bullets through cast iron pans or something. You can see Gun Twitter has caught Jeremy stealing GunTuber content and is alerting the victims. Over 100,000 people already saw this tweet from Katzberger. I think I showed that at the beginning of the stream. You can see there, finally getting what he fucking deserves. This video was unavailable. It was removed following a copyright removal request by Dustin Ellerman. Oh no, Jeremy. What's that? You can't just steal people's content? And when they actually find out that you're taking their shit, they send you a copyright strike? That's 1 out of 3. Like, unironically, if people get contacted, the owners of the shorts that he's stealing, and a bunch of them like report him for content theft, which is exactly what he's doing, they will have his channel removed. Not so funny when it happens to you, Jeremy. And this is the thing is, this isn't a false copyright strike. This is a real copyright strike. Jeremy was false striking people. This was actual just theft. It's not transformative, and YouTube agrees. So hopefully we can see more of this as it goes forward. What was this? Oh, that was for later. All right. Okay, going into this one. Now, this is a funny one. This is a follow-up from last stream. So last stream, we were talking about Jeremy, and he was pretending to be at the Renaissance Fair. And I just want to say that I kind of called this immediately. He said, it's a hot day at the Renaissance Fair. Hard to keep hydrated with all that delicious mead. I noticed the weasel lawyer logic in that, where he never actually says that he was on the Renaissance Fair, but then he posted a picture of a couple of horses. This happened, I think, after my stream. And he's like, support your local Renaissance Fair. And he posted 2 pictures of horses. I spent the evening going through the 2026 Renaissance Fair introduction video by this guy, and I looked at the horses, and I noticed that the brown horse wasn't there. So I was already like horse checking him, and it's about integrity and horses at the Renaissance Fair. And I was like, wait a second, this horse wasn't there in 2026. What's going on there? And I posted this. But someone actually reached out to the Renaissance Fair to check. And they said, possible attendance of banned individual. Good morning. Sorry to inconvenience you. But Jeremy Hambley is claiming to have attended the fair. These posts from his Mr. Hambley confirm the claim. If you're unfamiliar with the reasons for his ban, he is actively filming women in sexual ways. Interesting. Including attempted upskirt shots. Well, technically, he was trying to shoot down their tops by putting his phone over his shoulder. That takes part in the Renaissance Fair video. You can see for yourself. While live streaming your event. If you need confirmation of the last claim, I can send you video evidence with the utmost respect. Friends of Bristol Renaissance Fair responds. Hello, we are aware of Mr. Hambley's claim, but he is banned from the Bristol Renaissance Fair and all Rep Productions, which is the Renaissance Fair company. Basically, every Renaissance Fair across the country has banned him. Our security protocols are in place. Thank you for bringing this information to our attention, and we hope that you and your family are able to enjoy your visit to Bristol. In addition, oh wait, is that not the extra one here? There was actually an update to this, I think. Did I miss it? All right, I guess it's not included in this post, but there's actually another post from the Renaissance Fair where they fact-checked him. And the Renaissance Fair confirms that the horse that they had in attendance is, well, it's the same horse, but they have a different bridle for it. So they're actually checking the horses as well, just like I was doing, and confirming that Jeremy was not at the Renaissance Fair. Now, was his wife at the Renaissance Fair? Who knows? Maybe she went with the bull. It's a mystery. All right, now we get into some clips. We got Alyssa clips saying, and we got the vlogs coming up real quick. Okay, these are going to be the good part of the show, I think, the best part. The biggest scandal finally coming clean. This is so crazy. And it's so unfair. It's so fucking unfair because he's handing out free W's to Camelot. Camelot had involved himself with this situation, and it was like, all right, I'm not going to talk about Jeremy anymore. The Jeremy pulls him back in. He pulls him back in, and he's handing out Camelot free blank checks. And Yellow Flash too. He's like, well, now I just get to talk about him and print money. It's not fair. It should have been me. It should have been me. There's also a Tim Pool glazing vlog, which has just come out 4 hours ago. So this is a fresh. We're going to see this fresh. I think doing these quarterings update streams on like My Friday works out very well because then we get 2 of the vlogs at the same time. So we'll have a look at that later. Also, I forgot to mention, but there's also a new video by, I believe this is from Return of the Mac and Cheese, and this compares all of the lies. It's going to be fascinating. But there's one thing I want to mention here, kind of some fun things, and this is from Camelot's stream that was in response to Jeremy's vlog. Okay, so first of all, there's the Rumble part of this. Oops, sorry. I'm just shaving the timestamps here. So this kind of explains a little bit about the Rumble scam.
I talked to the CEO of Rumble, and he was encouraging me to get on Rumble Studio and get with them and start doing ad reads. And I was just like, give me, I didn't literally say give me money, but I was like, I'm going to need like a lump. I'm going to need a lump.
Yeah, so Cody wanted a bunch of money to stream on Rumble. He decided not to.
I need the lump, man. I was implying, I was pushing a little. I was like, come on, give me a lump.
Now he goes on in this.
A little bit of lump.
Let me see if he just says it in a second.
And Iris says, Michael says hi to you.
Okay. So he goes on in this to say that Rumble's trying to get people to go onto Rumble, use Rumble Studio, and then play these Rumble ads. And this is exactly what Jeremy's doing. And if you do this, Rumble is going to put you on the front page. So this is, in my opinion, this is tantamount to advertiser fraud. I mean, and the advertisers can get fucked. I don't really give a shit about them. But this is exactly what Jeremy's doing. And it's like, this is where his mysterious 7,000 viewers is coming from. If not buying views, which I assume he's doing for his 1,000 stream views. But there's an actual deal behind the scenes that Camelot talks about here, where if you go onto Rumble, use their studio, play their Rumble ads through the Rumble Studio, they will put you onto the front page. Now, this will make your stream look like it has 6,000 or 7,000 or 10,000 people in Jeremy's cases, and then the Rumble ad read will pay out for that amount. Now, the Rumble ad reads are something like $18 per 1,000 people, so you might make like $100 or $200 if you do this. This is what Jeremy's doing. This is why he's moved his stream off of YouTube. But even on Rumble, it's not working out very well for him. There's another interesting part of this stream I noticed where he mentions. Hold on a second. Let me get the transcript back up. And we're going to search for Nick, I think. Because remember a while ago where I think it's here. Is it here? All right, here it is.
But here's the thing with Jeremy is it was when I talked to Nick recently. This
is actually back when by the way, this is a very uncharitable pause for my boy Camelot. Cody. Camelot leaked that Jeremy was only making maybe $3,000-$4,000 a month from YouTube in total because he's plastered over all of his views with these YouTube promote, which you don't earn advertising rates when you're using YouTube promote. So while it may look like he's getting 5 million views of long form videos or something, those are paid and bought for, which means he's not getting paid at all for them. It's demonic. What a pause. Yeah, it's a bit unfair. I mean, nobody looks good when they're paused. That's the thing. Okay. Nobody looks good. But there's some extra details here, which is very funny because Cody there's no chill and just shares all the private information.
Say recently, it was right when the fallout happened, like right when all the big Jeremy stuff was coming out. Allegedly. Okay, obviously I didn't hear the phone conversation, but he called.
But this is also very funny because Nick just shares all this private information with Cody immediately, knowing that he's like a blabbermouth.
Jeremy called Nick. And was like,
and by the way, I called this as well. I had no background information. I just knew.
Apparently, super worried about money, tripping out.
He's worried about money. He's tripping out.
And hated streaming and hated his audience. And
he hates his streaming. He hates his life. He's living in the purgatory of his own design, where he's forced to. Oh, look, we got a Dr. Evil pause. Okay, all right. This is actually a charitable pause. This is perhaps the first charitable pause in my entire streaming career, where we've got the Dr. Evil pose. This is actually a good sticker. Maybe I should save this one for later.
Didn't want to do it anymore, but he has to because of Rumble, and he just was tired, and he was also apparently super drunk. So
but that's just a day ending with a Y.
If I don't think he can actually stay off of the internet for a while.
He can't.
I don't think he actually has that option.
Now, there's also another conspiracy theory here that's interesting to me because when Jeremy shared his Rumble dashboard, there was like this $900,000 in revenue, and Jeremy said this wasn't real. Some people are assuming that what happened is that Jeremy signed up to Rumble when he had this 5-year contract plan or whatever, and they promised him like $1 million or $2 million or something. But then they noticed that when Jeremy started streaming on Rumble, he didn't bring his YouTube audience over because he's getting no views, he's got no chat interaction. If he says to spam the chat with Bs or ones and nothing ever happens, it looks like it's just like moving like molasses. The only people actually talking in his chat are A-logs entirely. And it seems like they may have done something where they backtracked and said, look, you lied to us. You promised us these views. We didn't get these views. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this money in like escrow. And if you keep streaming, we'll pay you out on per, maybe like a monthly basis or something. So I think this is what's happening with that amount of money and why Jeremy was saying it wasn't real money when it was in the old Bamboozle where he shares his own dashboard.
And also he probably can't afford it. Let's be honest.
He's
probably with the chump change he's making.
It's bad. It's bad.
If I super chat you Zillow listings, just DM me now.
All right, so there you go. There's some context posted by Camelot. We'll go into this clip. All right, the quartering really, really needs your support, and how to fart in public. Okay, so there's a bit of a theme here today. People farting and sharting in public. This is by Lissa Clips, obviously. So shout out to her.
Behold, we have reached peak delusion.
Is he talking about himself? Actually, I don't know if this clip is talking about. I'm not sure if we're going to see it. Now, when you get into the Jeremy vlogs, it is insane how much he projects. Like, we all know this at this point, but everything that Jeremy says is something that he himself is doing. It really does beg a belief.
This is perhaps one of the most insane clips I've ever seen, I've ever reacted to, I've ever had the unfortunateness of watching. And because of that,
This is a good clip to save, actually. Maybe I should play this before every Jeremy clip ever.
Share it with you. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
I would love to criticize his intro to his stream, but I'd be felting myself there if I did.
It's Wednesday morning show.
Can we get some audio sound balance here, Jeremy?
May come back.
Like the juxtaposition of this is absolutely insane. He's got like heavy metal, like yeah, let's fucking go, and then it's just like, well, how's everyone's weekend going? How you guys? What about that women's gooning sports?
Just there's not enough news to support two shows right now. So the 2 p.m. East.
What? There's not enough news.
Eastern show remains the priority. Knees doing good, getting around good. I still can't see the orthopedist.
Balked and Scuffed gifted a sub.
Until like the 22nd. I feel like by then I'll be totally healed. So I'm not sure I'm even going to keep that appointment. I guess I need to see if they need to go in there and clean anything up. Let's first talk about this. I always like to let people file in, but looks like we got a couple thousand of you. Wonderful.
I'm going to press exit out on this one. There's no way. A couple thousand. Let's see that chat move, Jeremy.
Full, good smelling, handsome, and beautiful people. If you happen to be watching on the Rumble homepage,
all things that Jeremy wish he was. He wish he was handsome, good looking, and smells good, but he doesn't.
Remember to just click through on my name, and it'll take you to the video so you can actually get involved in the chat. Even if you don't want to chat, there's a green follow button. It's absolutely free to follow me. If you haven't yet, please do. If you don't have a Rumble account, create one, follow the channel so you actually get.
This is so desperate. So he notices he's on the front page of Rumble because he's in with this like massive Rumble scam thing, whatever they're running over there. I don't trust those bastards over on Rumble Studios. But then he's like, please click through to my channel. You're going to be seeing me for another 10 minutes. Please, please. Blah. And he just disappears into the void. His entire audience just disappears immediately.
Notified when we go live. We can't always count on the blessing of being on the homepage, and I'm very appreciative when I get the opportunity. By the way, I want to thank everybody for supporting Coffee Brand Coffee.
No, straight at the end.
We're growing rapidly, and it's because of your support.
Is he banned from Kick? No, he's not banned from Kick. He realized that when he goes on Kick, he can't fake having an audience because he tried streaming to like 5 viewers. I want to say it didn't pop over 10. Maybe he topped out at 7 viewers on Kick. It was an absolute embarrassment. So he decided to stop doing Kick. Now he tried to get Eddie, Evil Eddie of Kick, to try and give him like a gambling sponsorship or something. But we're going to see actually. I guess I can show you this right now. We actually have the Jeremy gambling. Here it is, the poker stats for Jeremy. You can see here that he's winning on average 33% of the time. He's had 6 losing days, 3 winning days, 0 break-even days. And like this is really funny if you've seen the other Kino Casino clips when he talks about how 2 things, both fat people don't know, fat people are not honest about how much they eat, and gamblers are not honest about how much they lose, because he's always like, well, I made $2,000. Well, yeah, because he spent 8,000 or something. So I don't know why he thought like having a stake account where you can track his actual gambling losses would be good for him, but it is what it is.
It's my coffee company. We're available on Amazon.
All right, now this is the Coffee Brand Coffee segment. Now here's just a little fun thing, because Jeremy lost the ID to log into Coffee Brand Coffee. Now this is his non-political coffee company. Let's just have a look. Coffee Brand Coffee supports free speech. We understand not everything people say is make you feel good, but we do know our coffee. Tea and cocoa does. We've launched our first 3 ad campaigns in support of Elon Musk and Twitter, with 2 more coming. It's not political, guys. It's just he loves Musk. He loves his musky rat.
Buy CBC. It's buy BUI Charlie Bravo Charlie. BuyCBC.com. Pick some up today. It would be absolutely amazing. I highly recommend our blueberry cobbler, our strawberries and cream, our silky ultra dark roast, double calf. We have a decaf. We have everything the coffee drinker and you could want, whole bean, ground, and K-cup.
Jeremy's never once drunk coffee on stream, by the way. He's always drinking any energy drinks. We got a yay from It's a Me. Oh, because we hit the gold brown goal. Also, Hypno Gerbil and gifted a sub.
Now, huge shout out to this video sponsor, me, Coffee Brand Coffee. We have everything available in whole bean, ground, and K-cups. If you're an Amazon Prime member, get free overnight shipping. Highly recommend our butterscotch toffee, blueberry cobbler, strawberries and cream, or 100% Kona coffee. Blackberry cream, we have decaf.
It's 100% Kona and some blend.
Calf, double calf, everything that the coffee drinker in you could want. It directly supports the channel. We're expanding into Walmart soon. Could definitely use your support. So if you want to give us a try, just go to buycbc.com. That's buycharliebravocharlie.com. Pick up a bag today. Woke Canadian woman. She has to go back. She has to go back to Canada.
Now, that actually wouldn't make me upset if you had to go back there.
Oh, so sorry. Oh.
Doesn't he live on the border with Canada, though? I'm not very familiar with American geography.
Oh. Well, I haven't spread any misinformation. In fact, I've spread your own words. Please have mercy on me. Please. I don't have any beef with Canadians. I like Canadians.
I think there's two Canadians he doesn't like very much. Yeah, the sniffing is diabolical. Like, there was some medicine people saying that he's probably on that causes it. Basically using it to get high.
There are good Canadians and bad Canadians, just like there are good Americans and bad Americans. Sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. A maple syrup, am I right?
What?
Sorry, bud. Buddy. Lesbian. From what?
What is he talking about? I don't know who put this. If this Alyssa put this clip together, it's very funny.
I've seen in all relevant science, there are no animals in nature that are gay. It's a myth.
No, there's like tons of gay animals. In fact, gay rape is a pretty big problem in the duck community.
I've always been fine. Look, if you're trans and you want me to use your...
Dolphins are real, like, raging homosexuals, actually.
Whatever your trans pronouns are, and you're like a normal person about it, and I will.
There's no gay marriage in the animal kingdom, though, I suppose. But there's no marriage in the animal kingdom either.
By the way, if you're out there watching, if you're one of the 7,000 wonderful people watching me right now...
If you're one of the 7,000 people watching me right now, hit a B or a 1 in the chat.
Join the show. Please, just stop what you're doing for a second.
Oh, yeah, dolphins actually have, like, their underwater rape caves, don't they? Like, where they drag manatees and penguins and shit down there, and there's, like, whole skeletons and shit. It's, like, it's pretty fucking scary. I've swum with dolphins before, too, and it's, like, now that I think about it, it's kind of creepy. Like, bottlenose dolphins, they're fucking massive. They're, like, 2-3 meters long or something like that.
Click through on my name, the coordinator, click the video, and click that green follow button down below the video. I'm not always live at scheduled times. It doesn't cost you anything to follow. And
no, I didn't get Elijah Schaefered by the Dolphins, okay?
Can't always count on having, this wonderful opportunity to be on the homepage of Rumble. And so I really hope that, when I'm not, I'm sure I won't be forever. When I'm not, that you continue to tune in at this time slot. I'm live Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern. Homepage or not, you can find me. And hopefully you'll just click that follow button right now. And also, by the way,
now, guys, you said you wanted the new segment, but you're not hitting the follow button. You're not clicking through the Rumble homepage.
Get involved in the chat.
We're not seeing the support.
I read the chat. I actually read the chat. You don't have to Rumble rant me to get your message read or your message seen.
Like, Jeremy thinks this is like something he just invented, reading the chat on a live stream. Literally every live streamer does this, Jeremy. That's the entire point of live streaming. Like, why wouldn't you just like make a video?
Of Rumble, huge shout out to Rumble Wallet. Yeah, by the way, I can't emphasize this enough. If you see me on the homepage right now, there's a little decordering next to it. Click on that. That brings you to my actual video.
Please,
and then you can join the chat and interact with me and ask me questions and things like that. And also,
just don't ask him a question about the weekend, his coffee company, his wife, his friendships, his dogs, his Neo Geo collection, his Nest collection, his shipping container, his race car collection, his finances, his roaster, his K-cups, or even say anything nice about anything. Like, you can ask him anything.
So click that green follow button down below the video.
You can press it on
a huge shout out to this video sponsor, Coffee Brand Coffee. It's my coffee company. You can get yours. You can get it on Amazon, or you can just go to buycbc.com. It'll take you directly to our Amazon page. Pick up some of our butterscotch toffee, blueberry cobbler, 100% Kona coffee, blackberry cream. We also have decaf, double calf, dark roast, light roast, Ethiopian, Colombian, all available in whole bean and ground, and many of them are available in K-Cup. Your purchase helps support the channel, helps support a very small business, and about as small of a business as it can get. And
see, the thing with this edit is it's actually kind of entertaining because it just shows how unhinged he is and how many ads there are. But if you want to watch his, like, this is like his real stream. It's just like this 12-minute edit is his entire stream. Alyssa's just edited out all of the ums and ahs and the dead airs. This is all it is. This is all the content.
We've got some big goals in 2026, 2027, and we can't get there without your support. So if you're a coffee drinker, or you know somebody that drinks coffee, it makes a great gift too. By the way, Turning Point USA has never paid for anything for me. They've never paid for a single thing for me. Okay, and people say, well, Jeremy, you're defending TPUSA.
Medieval Spawn just gifted 10 subs. Let's fucking go. Train whistle time.
You want Smith Apparel? Nope.
I forgot about the train whistle for a while, actually.
I got a booth at Amfest, which was
Wait,
nice.
so I got to speak about trains for a second. Here's the train segment. There are places in Japan called love hotels. This is where you go to do the deed in Japan because every apartment is like paper thin and most people live with their parents. There's a train themed love hotel that I want to go there just to film it, just for irony's sake. Okay, I'm not getting bricked up because of the trains. And it looks like a train on the inside, and it's literally so you can go molest people on a train legally, because train molestation is also a problem in Japan. But I want to go there with the train whistle and record like a silly video where I got like a little train hat going choo choo. Is that a good idea or is that a bad idea? I think it's a funny idea for a video. There's also the dinosaur love hotel that I've got to go to as well.
Them. That was before. Really, I was vocally,
It's kind of weird to check into the hotel by yourself though, because I am a incel.
Criticizing Candace Owens' attacks on them. I think that's it. I once got invited to one of their parties at the RNC and I didn't go. That's the extent of my... Oh, and I door knocked with Scott Pressler through TPOSA to get votes for Trump.
He door
Something,
knocks? Can you imagine Jeremy showing up at the door? It's like this lumbering beast, stinky, the smell wafting through the doors, and he's like out of breath. He's like, have you considered voting for Trump? Can I have a glass of water? Like, what the fuck?
Most people have never gone out and done, but I did it. It's actually kind of terrifying. People,
it's probably terrifying for the person on the receiving end.
But are extremely brave, and I give them all the credit in the world.
Can we get some hashtag braves in the chat?
Going up to a stranger's door, knocking on it.
Jeremy, Medieval Spawn gifted another 1,000 kicks saying, suffer, Jeremy. Jeremy can't imagine support like this. I mean, because he only gets like one chat a stream, and it's usually by someone making an orange joke.
2026 is nerve-wracking. But that's the extent of my involvement with TPOSA. I don't
he's not MAGA, by the way. Exactly, not MAGA. Not
have
political.
Any reason to be caping for them. I don't have any reason, and I love being here on Rumble where people can, they can have whatever opinion they want, and they can say it. So if you don't have a Rumble account yet,
but Jeremy doesn't say anything edgy though. He can't even say naked. He says birthday suit. He promised he was going to say the N-word when he leaves Rumble. Where is it, Jeremy? Where is it? Show me.
You're just passively watching. Create a Rumble account and use it to follow your favorite creators.
Why?
This should be the primary place you watch all of your videos.
Why?
I know a lot of people multi-stream and dual stream and things like that.
Like, what does Rumble actually offer as a viewing experience? If people are multi-streaming or because I've never found the Rumble interface to be good. I've never found their studio to be good. The only real advantage to Rumble is that you can say whatever you want there. But Jeremy doesn't take the advantage of that. So what's the point? Like, if I'm multi-streaming, why wouldn't I use something that has a background player that's a lot better, like Kick or YouTube? I don't think there's a single thing Rumble actually offers except its freedom of speech, which is, I'll be honest, it's cool to see that you can just say whatever you want over Rumble. I just personally think the entire website's a scam and that they've got a trash interface.
This is the home for this live stream. By the way, Chuck Schumer farted.
Yes,
gotta have I have the hard hitting.
He sharted, just like Jeremy sharted in Mart.
News here. Now look, hey, sometimes you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, like if you're at Walmart, the trail of smears, Jeremy?
But I think we should do a little analysis here. Just a little.
More like anal analysis.
Now on Iran and the NDAA.
Yeah, he shouted.
I think when you combine the vocal pause and the stand up to spread, that's definitely a rip. General Alt says, Jeremy, you're live.
I mean, to be fair, this is the one topic that Jeremy's qualified to talk about, sharting in public.
7,500 viewers, top of the Rumble at the moment. I think you're good to
He's
say.
the king of Rumble. He's the king.
If you pick the right times. Yeah. I'm really glad to see so many awesome people here. We got
like the funny thing about Jeremy's streams is that he had to abandon his time slot because he couldn't compete. He was being blown the fuck out. So he became a refugee with time slot. He was time slotless. Then he went to the Monday morning, 9 a.m. stream, but he couldn't do it. He was trying to have the freshest news. Because that's the only thing he could offer is that he's first. It doesn't matter. This is old. A lot of this content we're reacting to today is pretty old content. But it doesn't matter. If you have people that like what you say, the people that enjoy the content that you make, they'll show up. But Jeremy doesn't have that. And that's why the only thing that Crowder could say about him was he has the freshest news. But apparently it's too fresh now and he can't handle it. So he's abandoning the 9 a.m. slot as well. And Pulse gifted a rage quit saying, take Max to the Love Hotel and dress up as a train conductor. That's not going to happen. I mean, I'll go to the hotel. I'm just not taking Max. That's gay. Although I might be seeing. Wait, Max, you in stream? Because I'll be in Tokyo on the 25th, and that's the day that there's the fireworks festival. Do you want to go see the fireworks? I'll be going to Disneyland, by the way, so I might be filming some bonus content, Mr. Morrow style, any hoozle. I'll be doing the Disney Sea food review or something. I don't know. I'll probably be too lazy as it's too fucking hot. It's gonna be like 35 degrees. But I'm gonna try and record that for you guys.
I run it again. I got to turn up the volume. Let me run it again.
Now on Iran and the NDAA. The NDAA.
No, wait, I actually said this, Yellow Flash. It can't be too fresh. He needs to watch other people's videos to steal their opinions as well. I actually literally said this. When I was like, with Jeremy's moving the time slot, I was like, oh, it's because he can't copy their opinions if he's the first person on the scene. I absolutely believe that's the case. Plus, another reason is he couldn't get Mel to go to 9 a.m. but she doesn't want to wake up for his bullshit.
That's what happens when you eat undercooked burgers. He's probably got some gastrointestinal. Everybody knows you raise your voice while you take that risk. Everybody knows you raise your voice.
Is that why Jeremy was raising his voice?
First of all, if you can avoid it, you just wait until you're not in front of a microphone. But
what about, again, the audacity of this man? A man who couldn't even hold his shit in at a Walmart when he went past a perfectly fine bathroom because he wanted to go for the one in the back.
Yeah.
Like, if you're unaware of the Walmart Trail of Smears story, there's like a guy that broke down the entire thing, which is very, very funny. And they have a map of the Walmart. Jeremy said that he was next to a bathroom, but he wanted to go to the bathroom in the back. And that's why he sharted in Mart. That's why minimum wage employees had to pick up his shit, unironically, get the mop out, sweep it up. Because he was, I don't know what the fuck is going through his mind.
Chat says, always speak loudly through your gas explosion. Exactly. Don't pause. Don't pause and go, don't do that. And remember, if you're out there watching and you see me on the Rumble homepage, click through it, click the name to the quarter and click through to the video so you can get involved in chat like Pamela.
Oh my
and then
goodness.
click the green follow button down below. It's totally free, but you'll get notified when I'm live, which is Monday through Thursdays at 2 Eastern, and then on Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern.
He is also
Is this just the show about when to watch his show? When does the actual content happen?
criticized the Pope.
Okay.
He's nothing.
The Pope sucks. This is
he's sacrilegious.
Pretty dark story. And I generally try to avoid these, but this one's important because we live in a two-tier justice system. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Coffee Brand Coffee. It's my coffee company. We have whole bean ground.
It just keeps happening. I warned you about those ads, bro. It keeps happening, dog.
And K-Cup. If you're a coffee drinker, all I'm asking is for you to give it a try. You can go to buy.
Yeah, for just $18 for a 12-ounce bag. What a deal. The only time this ever sold anything was at 75% discount. That's not happening anymore, Jeremy. It's over.
BC.com. Buy CharlieBravoCharlie.com. It'll take you directly to our Amazon store. We've got Colombian, Ethiopian, double calf, decaf, bourbon, butterscotch toffee, apple strudel, vanilla sugar cookie, blueberry cobbler is our top seller. We have 100% Kona that I think is about the cheapest you can get.
It's like $50 a bag.
Most affordable you can get on Amazon. Pick some up today. And once you do, make sure you come back to the product you bought, scroll down, and write a customer review. It takes you just a few seconds, but that social proof really, really helps. And
by the way, there's like a little thing here. Obviously, we know this is already.
Write a customer review. It takes you just a few seconds, but
so he knows exactly where the write a review button is because he's writing his own reviews on Amazon. But you can see here he last purchased this on the 19th. So he's been writing his own views as early as 6 months ago for this one in particular. And he's still he's logged into his wife's account at this time because he can only, it's illegal to, well, not illegal, but it's against Amazon's terms of service to review your own products. So he logs into his wife's account and also the Meta PC's Zachary guy to write fake reviews. Has this man ever had an honest day's work in his entire life?
Seconds, but that social proof really, really helps. And by the way, if you're one of the 8,000 people out there watching, we're wrapping up.
Oh my goodness, he just can't keep winning, Chad. He's up to 8,000 people live.
Joe, I'm going to kick you over to Lauren Chen. Make sure you click through to the channel, the quartering, and you click that green follow button. I'm live Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m.
We should have played a drinking game. Every time he says, like, click through to his channel, take a shot.
Eastern. And then again on Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern. We have a co-host on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so we'll be back tomorrow, same time slot with Melanie Mack.
See, he raised his voice there. He must have been shouting.
And I'm absolutely so thankful if you tuned in and you thought you liked it. I'm so thankful to people that went to buycbc.com and picked up some of our coffee today. It's basically my primary source of.
Why don't you show how many people bought the coffee that day then? Like if you had so many people go through and just show like we had 20 people gifted to subs. We had 20 people buying coffee. Like why don't you just something like that?
Come long term. So I'm hoping a lot more people will give it a try. We've worked really hard. We've redesigned all the packaging. We've refined all of our flavors.
You mean you were forced to redesign the packaging because of Luther Morgan's investigation, I think is what he's meant to
All
say.
of our non-flavors. We've refined our shipping and receiving, our customer service. We've been around for 3 years now, and I'm hoping we continue to grow.
Yes.
So I'm hoping you check that out. And with that,
I don't think she went to prison.
I'm going to, I'll send you over to Lauren Chen. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Long live Rumble. It's the best platform on earth. It's not even close.
I would be surprised if Rumble lasts the next couple of years, to be honest.
And we'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern for another show. Lots of new topics and all sorts of stuff like that. So we'll see you then. Coach,
There's still 20 seconds left. You can fit in one more ad, surely.
check out Lauren.
We are talking about. I wasn't sharing screen. I don't know why you wouldn't want more investigation.
Dead air. Whoa, Kimosabi. Oh, he's so incompetent. All right. We got, what do we have here? This is a new clip by Alyssa. This came out just 6 hours ago. This is the No Amfest. Oh, no, say it ain't so. The hair transplant, how to handle a fight, and Melanie's keto suggestions. All right, let's check this out. I think that's the last one. Then we get into the quartering vlogs. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Which is the new came out. There's a lot of new Jeremy stuff today, actually. The freshest Jeremy news. Well, that's not true. Don Flogan, he gets to it before me. Because he wakes up earlier than me. God damn it. All right, this is from the Tabascus song he's playing the intro for.
Just kidding. It's not playing again. Happy Thursday.
All right, get your mute buttons ready for Mel.
You, Melanie, how are you?
Hey, I am doing awesome. How are
I'm
you?
Tiger.
Well, I'm currently in baby. The world.
No. There's no baby happening, Jeremy. It's not maybe baby. It's sterile existence for the rest of your life.
Most annoying bonfire. The air quality in Wisconsin is very
from the Canadian stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. Is Recording going to Amfest this year? No.
So it's fucking over. He was in Amfest like last year, and that was a disaster where he tried to like creep on Melanie, and then Hannah Claire saved her, but she's not going to be there this year. But he can't afford to go. You know why he can't afford to go? Because he had to get his audience to pay for him to go, because it was like, what, $15,000? And he ended up paying it with 3 big whale donors, one of them being the Jubal. And that's why he can't afford to go back to Amfest, because I guess the cuck, no, wait, he's the cuck. I guess the bull decided that it wasn't worth sending Hambley away to Amfest so he could have a weekend away with Heather.
I don't think so.
He's broke.
It was fun, but a one-time
It was
thing.
fun. It was a lot of work.
Yeah, it was,
fun though.
A lot of work. They sat at a booth in like in the grifting segment of Amfest.
If Melanie didn't fly in early, I would have just canceled the whole thing. Like my fat rear end was trying to bring in. You saw how much it was, a full cart full of stuff, plus all the coffee samples.
Yeah.
And there was like no way to load and unload. So here I am, just like, I had a friend of mine in a pickup truck or a delivery truck come and just
was it an F-150 Ford by chance?
Double park so we could unload everything. I just had this like wobbly cart and I had to take it like in an elevator and then all the way down. And then, oh my God, it was.
They had to make 2 separate trips because Jeremy and the product couldn't go in the same one because of the weight sensor.
Yeah, absolute.
You know, and unironically, like I shouldn't make this joke because this happened to me. Because Japan does have these like really sketchy elevators that have like 4 people max. It's like weight limit 4 people or 150 kilos. I'm like, well, about that. And it's like it literally have had an elevator go beep 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 and tell me to get off. It's ridiculous. I only weigh a meager 250 kgs.
It was worth it. It was a lot of fun. But I probably would. Well, I'll put it this way. I would go, but I wouldn't do booth again.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do like live from Amfest again because that was a lot of equipment and a lot of, you know, I would go, I would meet people, I would hang out, I would go to the speeches. It was like at the end of the day, I was so tired, I didn't even want to go to any of the speeches. It's like by the time we were done at 5 o'clock, like, oh, Tucker's talking now. I'm like, Tucker Schmucker, we're going to eat some bone marrow and have a drink and go to bed.
The food was so good there.
Yeah, we did eat very well.
Food. Yeah.
We ate well. Yeah, we did eat well. We had some good sushi, had some bone marrow. You were there for the bone marrow place.
I don't think they had good sushi. Okay. I'm going to be the arbiter of good sushi or not.
That's right.
Yeah.
We went there. Then we went somewhere else that I
place was the best. Oh yeah, that was good too.
Yeah.
But I loved that, like the place had all the taxidermy stuff and the bone marrow. Man,
Yeah.
that was delicious.
Yeah, even Hannah Claire's baby ate bone marrow, I think. There.
Yeah,
I
she
think,
did.
Bone marrow French fries, the meal of champions. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll go, but I don't think I would do. I'm talking myself into it. We'll see. I wouldn't
Guys, we're going.
Yeah. I wouldn't do a live from because I don't think the production quality was very good.
It was tough.
It wasn't. It was terrible, and there was no benefit. You were trying to give it. They couldn't even give away the coffee there. They had a whole table of coffee brand coffee. Nobody took any samples, but it was garbage. What the fuck is bone marrow? It's literally bone marrow. So like they cut a bone in half and they grill it. It's pretty tasty, honestly. It's like a very umami flavor. Like it's basically meat butter.
Yeah.
Like I look back, we had like Tom Tiffany on, who's like a politician, and he's probably like, "What am I even doing?" Like they got a webcam hanging off the side of the thing, and but you know, I might go to a booth and just give out coffee because that was kind of cool. People were taking the coffee and trying that out.
Yeah.
He has to get he's trying to give it away, and he couldn't even get rid of it. People won't even take this shit for free.
Stuff like that, but
They loved it. They loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
the coffee samples went like crazy. Now I don't know if any of those people bought anything, but
they loved
well, there you go. The market has decided the price and the value of Jeremy's coffee. Nothing.
the samples. They really like the bark
Like
stuff
he's unironically be giving away these coffee samples with like crisp dollar bills. That's the only way he's going to move product.
too.
Yeah,
the
peppermint
Christmas
part,
stuff.
Yeah, that went fast. We got rid of that like in the first day. So yeah, the air quality sucks.
Wait, so he's giving away expired coffee as well? The Christmas stuff. The Christmas stuff was literally expired. That's why he's trying to sell like the summer gingerbread and July 4th of July candy cane flavor.
I've got a haircut today to check to look. I've got some crazy.
Sweet.
Like, I've got
no
some
mullet
crazy,
today.
No, I got to stand up in a wedding, and I can't just put this mess underneath a hat.
Oy vey, it's like another shower. He's going to have to stand up.
For that, believe me, I tried. I asked, and I don't think my wife would allow it, and so I'm gonna have to get it cleaned up. So rip mullet. I was,
he's not allowed to wear the trucker cap at the wedding. Isn't all? Holy shit! The greatest injustice ever done.
Growing it out because I was thinking about doing some hair transplant stuff, but I guess you don't have to grow it out for that.
Now, there was another clip where he talks about how people sell. Like, I think someone sent him a super chat where they're saying that her brother grew out his hair so he could sell it for cancer patients and stuff. And Jeremy's like, "Oh, I hear a lot of people get a lot of money for that." So he's so down bad, and he's so broke that he's having to grow out his hair to try and sell it. But then he has to buy back hair back. It's like the infinite hair glitch. You just keep growing hair and then getting hair transplants.
So
Okay.
So I can cut. Yeah, I didn't really know how the process worked.
Honestly, even if you're just like down the road when you feel like you need to make it or break it, like just do the shaved head thing and have a shaved head beard combo is always really cool.
It's classic.
Yeah.
My wife's like, time to come home, Jeremy. Just like, especially now that it's really long and wild.
Yeah.
Like I'm just sitting in the chair and it's just like puffed out on both sides and it's like balding in the front. She's like,
Yeah.
dude.
So he just confirms he's bald. At least he's saying it this time. He's bald.
We've been married 20 years, man. Just it's time. It's time to go. So we'll see. Once I get it cut, that may be the make or break.
That's where
it.
you'll
Once it's cut, I'll be like, this looks like, this goes shaved. Time to go full cue ball. I don't know. I might just go buzzed at first and then see what my bald head looks like because I'm like,
There you
who
go.
else is up there?
Hey, you could
I got
do
like
that.
a Gorbachev thing going. I don't know.
Get tattoos. You can get the hair tattoos that looks like. So if you want to just do that buzz cut look,
Not the hair tattoo. Is that what Melanie does? This is what, like, Fuzi do. Basically, what you do is they shave off your entire head, and then you get like the tattoo, so it looks like you've just had like a buzz cut. It's like tattooed on hair. It's like makeup for men's head, basically.
Oh yeah.
the tattoo will look like hair. My
I'm
cousin
not
did
doing
that.
all that.
It looks like shit. It looks like shit.
My cousin did that. It looks cool, so it's an option. Or you can
no,
get
it
the
doesn't look
Vegeta
cool.
tattoo. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw that. One of the best tattoo replacements ever. Yeah, I saw that. That was great. Yeah. We'll see. Pac-Man, good afternoon, Jeremy and Melanie. I got threatened this past Sunday at my local Walmart for wearing a Trump hat. The guy said he was going to meet me outside, but he wasn't there when I left. Yeah, they never are. They never are. Anybody who says that, they're not about that life.
Okay.
And you know what the smart thing to do there? They say, okay, cool. I'll meet you out there. I'll be in 7 minutes. Meet me I'll meet you right up by the flagpole. And then you call the cops.
Oh yeah.
There's no.
What? That's such a pussy behavior. So you challenge someone to a fight, you stay inside and call the police, actual woman behavior, Jeremy. What does he mean by that? Like, he's a snitch. Well, yeah, he is a snitch, obviously. This man got beaten up by a dude wearing a dress. Not even like a tranny. Not even like anything like that. It was just a dude that likes to wear dresses that came up and punched Jeremy. And Jeremy tried to run like a fundraiser to get revenge on this person. Now he's just calling the cops on people that threaten him. Why don't you stand up and be a man? This dude's like 6'5" and like 400 pounds. You'd think that he'd be able to take a hit or something.
Oh, there is no winners in a fight like that.
No, there's not.
Like you punch him, he slips, he hits his head on a crumb.
Well, no, the guy outside won because you didn't show up. Yes, you shouldn't get into street fights because you can just slip and like break your neck or something or smash your head open in concrete. It's dumb to do. But if you challenge someone to a fight, you agree to it, and then you call the cops on them while you hide in the store, you lost. The cops show up and say, what are they going to do? Arrest him for doing what?
Concrete barrier and he dies, you go to prison. It is, sometimes, okay, if you have to fight, you have to fight.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, like, those people, you just laugh at them. You're like, yeah, cool, I'll be right out there. I'll be right out there, tough guy. Yeah, cool. And then call the cops and press charges for, I don't know, threats, terroristic threats or whatever they call it. What? And then they won't feel so tough. And then make sure the second
bully's not so tough after being raped by the police. Is this what Jeremy's saying? Is this his? I mean, he does call the authorities on everybody, and like he always appeals to authority, like the teacher. Like he had to do that for YouTube as well to get people to stop laughing at him. And he actually has a long history of this as well. There was what is that guy's name? 8 Thoughts. He took that guy down as well.
Cops arrive. Then you walk out and you're like, "What's up now, tough guy?" And you film them and you rub it in their stupid face. That's what you do to them. The best thing to do is to film these idiots and mock them and then get them arrested. Because
for what?
You gain nothing from fighting them. Nothing.
It's like, how can I monetize people trying to fight me in real life?
And even if you beat their ass, like, okay, so what? Yep. Now they end up suing you. And by the way, these people always have less to lose than you. That's just the truth of it. There is no possibility where somebody who's threatening to fight you in a Walmart has anything to lose. So don't even bother. Fighting somebody with nothing to lose is probably the worst fight you can ever have.
That is not good.
Yeah, that's not great.
By the way, when Jeremy was drunk at when Jeremy was drunk at one of these like political grift things, and he went out with, what was it? What's her name? Name is Sydney Watson. Sydney Watson would like met some guy at a bar, and Jeremy was seething in rage because he thought that was his by right and destiny. She was promised to him 3,000 years ago. When they were drunk and they were taking the taxi back, he was trying to fight the guy that was hitting on Sydney. And I'm not sure if that's her boyfriend now. It may be not. Maybe it's a previous boyfriend or something. But he was already married at this time. And he's like, no, I'm going to fight for your honor, Sydney, to prove that I'm the real man. Like, it's so pathetic.
Our sergeant says, Jeremy, if you don't get flames tattooed on your bald head, I'll be very disappointed and unfollow you. Well, I mean, I'll consider it. I'm not committing to any. If I do that,
he was just talking shit in the cut. Well, the thing is, he's always talking shit. It's the actual perfect example of an actual online tough guy, a keyboard warrior, Jeremy. He's always like tough guy until it actually comes down to the wire.
That tattooed on there for $7,000. I hear you'll get paid for that.
Yeah, $7 grand, $7 grand. I mean, put it right in my bald spot so people don't know. That'd be all right. No, I don't. The furthest I would go is do the thing that Brian Urlacher did. There's like a place where they just like move your hair follicles, or $6 per hair. And they said I need like 5,000 of them.
He needs 5,000 hairs at $6 a pop. Oh no! What is that? $26,000 worth of hair or something? Oh, what a disaster! He's down so bad that he needs 5,000 transplants. Holy shit! That's why he's like trying to cope and grifted more. He needs that. He needs that hair. He really, really does. Now, guys, you said you wanted to see my head, but you're not donating $5 per follicle.
So I'm like,
all right, okay, I got $120.
Yeah. I was like, maybe I'll
Mel's only got $120. She's broke too. I thought she was rich.
Bald, if I was single, I'd definitely do it.
They're Flying Dutchman coming clutch for keto and carnivore. It's just
I see you're back on keto hard. Yeah,
I am. It's been great. I'm
telling you, start your keto channel, and I will follow the recipe and report results.
All right. All right,
So
I'm gonna do
there's
it.
that.
Don't worry, we're almost through the Melanie section.
I made the channel and I made all the other Instagram and stuff like that. So
Mel's starting a keto channel and also a gaming channel. It's fucking over. She's looking on for greener pastures, Jeremy.
I'll start posting
Yes, do
in
that.
the coming weeks. Yes.
2 more
Yeah,
weeks.
I'll-
Trust the plan.
I'll follow the plan and I will report results. And
How open are you to lifting weights?
I'm open to it.
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
It's such a game changer.
The only thing I have though,
neither of these individuals have lifted weights. Are you joking?
They're these both like barbells, and you can dial them to change how much they weigh.
Okay.
So each one goes to 50 pounds. But anything you want to put together for using those?
Okay.
Look, putting the weight on the bar is part of the exercise, Jeremy. He's like, not only is he thinking about like wasting more money on a product he's never going to use, he's looking for the laziest version of it, where it's like you've got like the dial in the weights. It's kind of cool, honestly, to be fair. But it's just so funny that everything he looks at reflects his morbid obesity.
Okay.
I have a bench too, but I just don't have I also have an Olympic bar that you can do this for that Sam Hyde got me, so that I could train for punching to get my punch strength up. So I put that up against the wall and I can put plates on that and lift that too.
So he's got an Olympic bar on a hinge. Just take it off the hinge.
Much you can do with just like just dumbbells and a bench too. It's insane. So
there you go. You know what I have?
And that just makes it a million times easier if you're trying to cut fat, is to lift weights. Because if you're only doing cardio, you're losing fat and muscle, and then you get at best skinny fat, and then you have to get bony skinny if you want to get rid of the skinny fat. But it's like, if you are lifting weights and building muscle, then that muscle is going to burn calories. It's just such an easier process. And
there
then
we
you
go.
get
I'm in.
swole.
I will commit to it. And then we can.
He's gonna summer. It's Jeremy's summer. He's gonna be like ripped by the time the end of July. 2 more weeks.
Promote your channel when you launch it and help get it monetized.
Okay.
I used to have a video editor that was a furry.
Yeah.
What?
Not anymore. Not my current video editor. But like, I didn't know that, and I probably wouldn't have hired. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I would have cared if he's good at video editing. I mean, who cares? So we'll check this out. I'll play this. There's some interesting stuff in it.
That's a cute cow.
And
unlike Jeremy, this is a cute cow that I like. I like this cow. Scottish Highland cow, just born 2 hours ago. Oh, that's adorable.
Then we'll be back tomorrow. Cancer rates have been on the rise for the past few decades, but they've especially spiked in the last few years since the COVID vaccine was widely administered.
That was the issue.
Is this Echo? Like, did this happen? Did he like?
Horde of Wednesday searing.
That's not. This isn't me, Chet. This isn't me. This Echo is coming through the video.
By Chairman Ron Johnson of the.
Wait, is the echo still going on?
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Hold on. Still echo. Weird.
Nice.
Oh, I know why. I know why.
Dead air. Whoa,
thanks for calling that out, guys. That's why I stick around. Cancer rates have been on the rise for the past few decades, but
all right. There you go. There's the end of that stuff. All right. Let me see. We had here. Now, Jeremy's been. This is before we get into the Jeremy vlog section, which is what I'm looking forward to. I think we watched the Cope one, then the thing. So Jeremy's actually been using the Geralizer to remove his previous lies about his coffee company. The Geralizer, of course, is a copy of all the transcripts and video readouts and links and everything of everything that Jeremy's done, as well as includes his gaming channel, his side channels, all of the channels, basically. It's very effective. If you want to find like a funny clip of Jeremy saying something, you can just type it into. Now, legendary A-Log, an effort poster of the Kiwi Farms Return of the Mac and Cheese, says, "Damn it, Jer, I'm not going to lie, but it's not looking good, buddy. Just for shits, I searched the phrase roast our own. Only on one of his 50 channels, it spit out 150 results. Now, this is because Jeremy is going to cope and seethe in this video, where he talks about how he never said he roasted his own coffee. Of course, he didn't have a roaster in his backyard or something. That's ridiculous. Nobody ever thought it was. No. He's been lying about the K-Cup machine, roasting his own beans, and printing his own bags for years so that he could grift money off it. But all of these results come up, and it doesn't matter, Jeremy, if you delete this, because all of these videos are archived. The Geralizer's transcripts still exist, even if you take down the video. But Jeremy's been doing this as well. He's been searching for these terms so he can find out where he can remove where his lies, which maybe will get him in trouble with, like, I think like it was a 3rd-class felony, actually, to the Kona coffee one, because he was promising it was 100% Kona, which is a legally protected trademark in Hawaii, so it would be counterfeiting. But he has 150 results saying he roasts his own coffee from the last month to 4 years ago, where he talks about owning his own roaster in his own facility. You can see here, we roast our own coffee, just like we make this, our stuff. So it's There's no way to escape from this, Jeremy. We've got you. They've got all of the effort posters. And all of the videos are archived. He can't hide it. Now we'll go into, let's see what he says about his biggest scandal. Finally coming clean. Now this is on his vlog channel. By the way, the Quartering Vlogs channel is like a God's gift to A-logs. It's so funny. He's up to 4 episodes so far. And this is, and by the way, he totally coincides us reacting to this content because he says just he's monetizing the haters. So there's nothing wrong with this. This is a ethically sound A-logging.
Hey, if you enjoy these vlogs, just make sure you leave a like on the video and you subscribe or follow.
Yeah, make sure you leave a like on the
doing
stream. Let's put this at 1.25. There we go. This is vlog number 3.
I hope you enjoy it.
This one is really
Let's
funny.
get into it. 2 new ones every week. All right, for today's vlog, I'm hoping I got something a little interesting.
So this is right away. This is incredible because you've seen something we've never seen before. That's Jeremy outside his house.
We're going to go through the walking trails that we have here.
Okay. So we've got a fun walking log. This will be great. You know, get some walking is actually the best exercise, honestly, if you're overweight, because it's like a low impact, won't destroy your knees, that sort of thing. So you know what? I'm going to be proud of Jeremy. He decided to walk for 30 minutes. So you know what? I have to give him like props for that.
And we're going to talk a little bit about, I guess, my biggest lie that's been exposed by terminally online weirdos, and I guess I have to come clean. And you know, I hope that you all still will stick around afterwards because it is a wild tale. It's a wild tale. So let's start by we're going to go and start managing our trails.
All right. So he walked for 45 seconds. Sorry to spoil it. He walked for 45 seconds, and he's going to be driving around his walking trail in his tractor that he spent too much money from. Like this tractor, by the way, I'm pretty sure this is the orange tractor that like he got grifted into buying from the salesman, because the salesman rang up and is like, "We've only got 5 of these tractors in the entire country. This one's orange." And then there's actually a clip of German saying, "I need that. I need that tractor."
Yeah. Get in my Kubota here. I don't have one of those fancy side-by-sides. Hopefully the audio isn't like
I mean, you can see it's orange actually in the reflection of his glasses.
Terrible. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's a diesel Kubota.
I think it's a buggy. Or maybe it's a buggy. Maybe I'm confused.
All right. So let's see how bad the audio is here. We'll hope it'll be okay, serviceable.
Serviceable?
So the internet is very, very interested in my coffee business.
Well, I mean, you're constantly lying about it and grifting and emotionally manipulating people to get money for this coffee company. And you personally challenge the A-logs to actually find details about this coffee company. So yes, it's become a scavenger hunt that you yourself have co-signed.
Very interested. And I don't know why. There's really nothing that interesting about it. It's really not unique. I know there's a lot of people that think it's unique.
Well, no, like that's true. There's really nothing that interesting about the coffee company except for the lies that Jeremy's talked about, saying that this is his coffee company. He's got his own roasters. He's got his own K-cup machine that he spent $80,000 on. He has dozens of employees that all have like their healthcare, but now they're only contractors, and now they're only, oops, actually it's only just Maggie. Oops, I fired Maggie. There's nothing wrong with having a coffee company, by the way. There's nothing wrong with having a white label company. Just don't lie about it to manipulate people. By the way, the $80,000 he grifted for the K-cup machine just happens to be the same price for the custom Cybertruck that he got custom tripped out and then sold because he realized he never used it.
I think that it's, you know, the only, you know, that I run this business like, you know, I don't know, something different than any normal business. And we're going to stop here at our first station here. Got to refill some bags.
All right, so he's stopping at the first station.
We have these.
Hold on a second. I'll let you see it first.
So we have walking trails that I mow everywhere for walking the dogs, and along the way, I have these little stations, these poop stations.
Now he's got these poop stations. Like he literally has the poop. Like he can't go 40 feet without going to his poop stations. But we actually have a real photo of this poop station right here. Here it is. You can see here. There we go. Press F in the chat for the poop station. It's the poop station that memorializes Jeremy's career. It's fucking over.
And it's so friends and family that use the trails don't leave me little gifts. So I guess to start about the coffee stuff, I started the business probably 3 or 4 years ago, roughly, maybe 5. I don't know. I think 3 or 4. And it was something to, supplement my YouTube earnings because
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Like a lot of YouTubers have their own things where they try and make some money from a side hustle sort of thing. Well, yeah, okay. The thing is, you didn't have to lie about it. It's the lies that's the problem.
the apocalypse happened and, YouTube doesn't pay what it used to. It really hasn't paid.
Now, this is actually completely false. Now, yes, the adpocalypse did happen. And yes, before the adpocalypse, there was these crazy ad rates across YouTube. However, YouTube is perhaps the best it's ever been currently. YouTube makes so much money from advertiser rates. However, we know for a fact that Jeremy's getting low rates. He's getting a third of what most people get on their shorts, and he's getting 1/10 of what he's getting on long form views. And I've compared this to my own data across multiple channels to find this. Jeremy said he gets maybe $1 million per $1,000 or $2,000 per million views. Even gaming channels make more than that. And gaming channels are one of the lowest CPMs in all of YouTube. It is insane how low he's being paid. And this is because he's got such a low retention data from people that are joining his channel because of shorts. And then they're going on to see that he's not actually talking about, how the oranges, what the oranges are for, or whatever. It has nothing to do with his political commentary. So he's actually successfully shadow banned himself and also reduced his YouTube watch retention. And this is the detail that Jeremy doesn't understand. It doesn't matter how many views your video gets. What's important is watch time and more particularly time on the platform, specifically on YouTube. So if you got 10,000 views on your vlog, that could be $1 or it could be $300. You never know. It depends if people watch like a full 8-minute video. But Jeremy exposing himself in his previous vlog, we know he's getting 1/10 of everybody else. Now, this could also be because his videos are being demonetized, although it's unlikely that he's actually getting demonetized videos at all because he's using such like pussy language in them. Like I've been saying swears, all sorts of crazy things in this stream. I'm still monetized on this stream, at least at the moment. And a lot of these streams recently have not been getting demonetized because YouTube's actually like lightened up on a lot of the restrictions. So what we can take away from this is that of a 10-minute video, if Jeremy's getting 1/10 of what everyone else is getting, that means his watch time duration is probably around 10%, which is pathetic because he has nothing to offer. People click on his videos and they realize that his summary of events is worse than you could get from AI summarizing a topic. Also, your mofo became a member. Much appreciated.
The same for many years. And so many YouTubers,
it is sad and pathetic.
They had to diversify. They'd have to diversify their bonds. And
this isn't true, by the way, because there was one person that was living entirely off of YouTube, which was Flaked of the Kino Casino. And Jeremy knows this because he said that he was making $100,000 or $10,000 a month on the Kino Casino clip channel. And he took away this entire livelihood from this one man in Ireland.
Coffee was, something that seemed like a lot of people were doing. And so what I found out was there's basically 2 methodologies that you could do this business. Now, I'm not going to call anybody out by name. I'm not going to put anyone on blast. But it's important that people understand the basics of what words mean. The people that feel like they've discovered something, don't understand even the basics about business. It's embarrassing for them. Like these guys, these anime avatar,
Okay, so the anime avatar, I believe, is referring to Yellow Flash.
Flailing YouTubers or, failed race car drivers.
And the failed race car driver is referring to Camelot. So he's bringing these 2 people back into the mix that are now like basically giving free checks to like Felt Jeremy and talk about how much of an idiot he is and just print money. So he's just Jeremy's such, like I said, these are just a gift to the A-logs. It allows them to make so much money that Jeremy just can't understand how anyone else is doing this because he has no support whatsoever. He only has tricking boomers into watching his content.
All this kind of stuff. They're really accidentally committing a horrible self-own in that they don't understand even the basics about business.
How are they self-owning? By printing money hand over fist? It's a self-own. No, because what if they said, like this is the thing, is Jeremy doesn't actually admit. What have they said that is incorrect? All anybody's ever been saying is that you're drop shipping or white labeling your shit. You don't own your products. You don't have these employees. And it's all a lie. So you can grift off of, again, boomers in retirement homes. make a statement about how they were incorrect.
So first, the one way you can do it is drop shipping. This is one of the common critiques, one of the dumbest criticisms of my business that's ever existed. So what is drop shipping? Drop shipping is very simple. There are companies all across this country, all across the world that sell a product, let you put your label on it, and then make some money. They make some money selling it to you, you make some money selling it to someone else. It's that simple. In the coffee world, there's probably 5 or 6 facilities in the United States that do this. You buy the coffee from,
yeah, because Jeremy's researched all of them, so he's trying to figure out who had the cheapest deals.
Maybe $7 a bag, $8 a bag. You sell it for 12, you make your $3. It's completely hands off. They handle.
But Jeremy sells his bags for 20.
All the customer service, they handle everything. That is a true drop ship. White labeling is not necessarily a bad thing. It still could be a high quality product. In fact, there's even like VPN softwares out there that are white labeled. Bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't know that NordVPN sells white label stuff. You know,
now, I'm not sure what he's talking about here. What product does NordVPN white label? Like, is it their VPN, or do they have like some side hustles or something? Like, I don't know, like maybe it's like some virus scanner like Nord Protect or something that's maybe actually made by Avast or something like that. I'm not sure.
This kind of thing. It's a totally legitimate business model, and no criticism against anybody who does it, because generally when you're talking about like YouTuber coffee or whatever, people just want to support the creator and they don't really care that much about the coffee. This was one avenue.
Yeah, that's true.
I explored very deeply. I know all the providers. I know who sells coffee to all your favorite YouTubers, but that's not my business model. In fact, you know, these failed investigators out like in Missouri. And
right, so this is probably in reference to Luther Morgan. By the way, like great content on Jeremy, and also the book Lolcows, The Never-Ending Internet Tragedy.
Who think that they know anything. I've actually white labeled my product to other YouTubers.
So there it is. Oh, okay. So he white labels to other YouTubers. Okay. So like I think he's talking specifically about Sam Hyde here, because Sam Hyde was selling coffee. I guess it was Jeremy's coffee. So it's like it's a white label, not a white label. It's white label inception.
YouTubers. Now, could you imagine if my business was drop shipping? How could I do that? Well, it's because
because if you're making any profit on it, you could just resell it and charge it a little bit more. It's not that hard to figure out, Jeremy.
Business is not drop shipping. There's another.
And by the way, he's using the terms drop shipping and white labeling interchangeably here when they're not the same thing.
Aspect to the coffee business. That is, you could build your own, you know, you could have the coffee roaster in your garage. You could do, and there are people that do that. You know, but nearly everybody that starts out the way I started out. In fact,
so you started out by drop shipping / white labeling, and then you continue to do that. But you don't have a factory, you don't roast your own beans, you don't have your own K-cup machine. What do you do except swiping your card?
Black Rifle Coffee started out exactly the same way. Use the exact same facilities that I did in many cases. It's how you start a business. So you find a facility that roasts coffee, and you say, I'd like to buy coffee at wholesale.
Did Sam Hyde know that Jeremy didn't do his own stuff? I don't think so, but I don't think it's material. It doesn't matter, right? Because it's just a different company with got their name on it. Like, I don't think Sam Hyde particularly cares. I guess because you'd be saying like because Sam Hyde could have got a better deal, absolutely. But we know that Jeremy likes to take advantage of other people, like he did with Sydney Watson when she was selling her tea company, to the point where he was trying to charge like $2 a tea bag for shipping, which is outrageous.
And they say, we would like to sell you that coffee at wholesale. So when it comes to me purchasing coffee, I look at the green prices on the market. It's a futures market, so you buy many months in advance, and it's complicated. It's some level of guesswork where you have to understand what your volume is going to be. But anyway, I digress. So first of all, this idea.
And by the way, you could still be buying the beans for the company if they're white labeling. Like that doesn't the green beans. Yeah, so when you buy coffee beans, they're like unroasted. They're like green, and then they have to peel them and roast them and everything. Like, you can do this with white label companies though. Like with was it Pokemon and her cookies or something? She was like, yeah, go buy these macadamia nuts or whatever and add those to the cookies. They still make it's still another company making everything for you, and you're just buying a product from them. They just don't have their own label on it. It's Java Taza coffee is one of them. I think he's using multiple different sources though. So probably he's still using the Mill Creek Roasters, and that's the only facility he's ever shown is the Mill Creek Roasters, which is a white label company, which he's admitted to doing this in the startup, but he hasn't ever moved on from this. If he doesn't own the build, well, maybe you could be renting a building, that's fine. You could be renting a factory, but if you don't own the coffee roaster, you don't own the packaging, you don't employ the people. It's not your company. You're just hiring a company to do your thing for you, which is exactly what everyone has said about this from the beginning. So how were they wrong?
A coffee company is dropship is complete nonsense. People who don't understand what dropshipping is think because I'm not picking the beans and I'm not roasting them in my garage.
If you're not picking the beans and you're not roasting them yourself, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, we've been owned.
That it's somehow dropship. They're dumb. People who say that are dumb. Of course, I use a roastery to roast my beans. Of course.
Okay, so he uses a roastery to roast his beans. Of course. Oh, naturally. But this is not what he said over 155 times, according to Return of the Mac and Cheese, using the generalizer. We roast our own beans. He's just straight up like, it's such trickle truth. He just and moves the goalpost every single time. It was like, well, no, I never said I roasted my beans. Oh yeah, just a couple hundred times.
The difference is between dropship coffee and say my coffee is that you cannot get my specific flavors anywhere else because everyone.
What happens here is that the drop shipping or the white labeling companies, they give you a spreadsheet with the different flavors you can choose and you pick and match yourself. So this may be a correct statement to make that you cannot find his blueberry cobbler at a different company or something, but it doesn't matter because they're still making it for you. In fact, like, I assume that's how every white label coffee company operates. Is like you just pick out these variety of flavors and esters and things and they mix it together. But Jeremy said, we roast our own beans, we hand flavor all our coffee, not someone else's coffee.
Of them has been personally dialed in by me and the recipe is trademarked. Not necessarily trademarked, but it is, I can't think of the right word, but it's exclusive to me. So you might see a blueberry crumble coffee and say, I gotcha. There's somebody that sells blueberry. I challenge people to buy it and then taste mine side by side and tell me if they taste the same because they don't. I don't use the same beans. I choose the beans. I choose the flavors. I choose the flavor levels. Every flavor of coffee that I sell goes through about 15 to 20 taste tests from me and my wife to dial it in right. I choose the level that I want it roasted from my roast partner. It's very simple.
Yeah, that's just commissioning a flavor.
It's how every major coffee company has started. Now, again, I want to point out.
No, it isn't.
No disrespect.
A lot of coffee companies start out by like starting a coffee plantation or just buying beans internationally and roasting themselves and then packaging themselves.
People who do dropship coffee. It's totally fine. It's a totally, excuse me, it's a totally legitimate business model.
Yeah, I agree. Nobody's ever argued this isn't a legitimate business model. However, you're failing to succeed at this.
But
bit of a redundant statement. But
not. My coffee simply not dropship by any definition. I work with partners. It's like people would act like it's a gotcha that I don't print my own coffee bags in my house.
But you said that you print your own coffee bags. It's like, well, I never said it was in my house. No, you said you had your own factory or your own company doing it.
Well, you might be surprised to know that I buy my coffee bags from a partner. A partner roasts my beans.
So you don't roast the beans?
Does a lot of things. My graphics, right? I have
they do everything for him.
I outsource my graphics. Well, he
only just swipes. That's the only thing he does.
I don't understand why.
Ben There Done That says, tomorrow's my dad's funeral. Miss my old man. Sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully this stream can distract you a little bit, but that's pretty heavy. I mean, yeah.
The internet has glommed onto this the way it does, but trying to understand the internet is stupid. No one should ever do that. But it is dumb. There's no there.
No, I'm not going to joke about the thing. Like that's only very sad.
Dan Pongino famously said, the truth is, these people are dumb. And they don't like me. They don't want me to succeed. By the way, you can pick up some of my coffee at buycbc.com. It takes you directly to our Amazon store.
So he doesn't even have his own distribution anymore. Like he used to be able to buy his coffee directly from his website. Now it's just a redirect to Amazon. So he just does absolutely nothing now.
You can't get my flavors anywhere else. You can't get my roasts anywhere else.
But none of his roasts are good. That's another thing. Like, it's the only reason people are buying his coffee is because it's flavored coffee. If you have a good roast, if you have a good flavor, they're buying your coffee flavor, not your rum flavor, not your candy cane flavor, not the blueberry peach cobbler flavor.
Now, you might argue, well, I can get Colombian beans from whatever. Sure, you can. Won't be exactly the same as mine. And here's another the big gotcha. So this past week, these morons. So I showed a shipping label by accident on
Yeah, these morons. I showed my own shipping labels. Those guys are so retarded because I exposed myself. How dumb could you get? How can they get?
Live stream. And what happened next was
like he actually lives in this reality where he's just doing everything right and everybody else is falling on banana peels when everyone's just sitting around in a circle pointing and laughing at him.
Exactly what's been happening for the last year to every partner that's worked with me, because these people who are supposedly against life ruination and messing with people's money, they're all frauds and liars.
Okay.
You know, failed race car drivers.
So again, Camelot.
You know, failed, comic books aren't
so Yellow Flash.
how I want them. They're all failures in life. And
how? No, that's, what do you mean? So, I mean, a lot of people don't like Camelot, but like he gets to drive around, zoom, you know, maybe he crashes from time to time, but it seems like he's having a pretty good fucking time. Okay. Seems like he's enjoying that. Seems like he's doing pretty well on his streams. They're doing pretty good. Better than Jeremy's. Yellow Flash has made his own comic book. Yellow Flash is getting fit. Yellow Flash is like owning you on the daily. They're the failures though, Jeremy. When you're the one that has to beg people to follow you on Rumble through the homepage, when you're the person that has to beg every other moment for the coffee brand coffee sales. Holy shit, the projection here. Like you don't need, like, he doesn't even hang out with his own wife. He even gets someone else to cover that. Like he's white labeling his wife basically as well.
And they think they want everyone else to fail. It's the crabs in a bucket kind of mentality. But I want to explain before.
I don't think they want, nobody really wants to see anyone fail, but they do want to see justice done because you're actively trying to take away their livelihoods. It's like, I thought they didn't believe in canceling. Well, I mean, yeah, I am shooting people down to people's channels, but you can't criticize me for that.
Explain the big expose that happened. And then I've got a little tip later in the video to share that I think is pretty fun.
I'm looking forward to that tip. Can't wait for it. I actually don't know what that is.
Just some of what these people who just want the truth have been doing.
I don't know if they just want the truth. Like some people obviously just want the truth, but a lot of us just want to laugh at you and profit off of your own mistakes.
They've been going through my garbage cans.
Never happened. Like, I mean, maybe it happened, but Jeremy would surely, if this did happen, Jeremy would have shown a picture about it. Now, what he's talking about here is that there was this guy that was talking with Bearing on Twitter, and he was like threatening to go to Jeremy's house and look through his garbage cans. Never been a single piece of evidence about this. And Jeremy's own catchphrase was, show me the receipts. He has not shown one solitary receipt for any of these claims that he's making right now.
They've showed up at my partner's places of business. They've showed up at their...
Now, I think that maybe Misty Mochi drove to like one of the companies. So technically, did she show up at the business? Yes, but she didn't harass them. I don't think anyone has harassed any of these companies. There's been inquiries made. But Jeremy loves people when they inquire in businesses and try and check for fraud. He said that there is nobody better than people like Nick Shirley investigating the Somali daycare scams. But how does Nick Shirley do that? He shows up at the business and he's like, well, where are the kids? Where are the students? What are you doing here? Jeremy loves it when people do it to when it's done to other people, but when it's done to him, then it's like it's a bridge too far. This is unhinged behavior. How dare you even assume that I'm doing anything wrong? It's so hypocritical, and he's so oblivious to this because he genuinely thinks that he's on the right side of history on this statement or on this situation.
Businesses and harassed employees. They've called the FDA. Of course, the FDA laughed at them because, again,
well, did the FDA actually laugh at them? Because you were forced to repackage your product because of this, because of Luther Morgan, because you weren't putting correct allergen information on your bags, specifically, which is an FDA requirement for both flavored coffee and extra caffeinated coffee. What do you mean they laughed at you? That's why you put the 75% sale on, in my opinion, anyway, is because he had to sell out all of his product before they could actually check his bags at the warehouse.
There's no there. They've called local food companies or whatever. They have harassed my partners, the people that make my bags, the people that roast my beans, harassed them, showed up at their places of work. Why?
But have they actually harassed them? Show a webcam, like show a Ring camera. He said he had them all over his property, all over his factory, all over everything. Just show one instance, then you can own the haters.
I don't know. It's extremely weird. It's just like, I don't understand. Like, there's a lot of things you could criticize me on. A lot.
That's true.
Okay.
But the thing is, when you criticize him, he always backtracks and it says he's being attacked and says his channel's under attack, or just like moves goalposts. I think he's going to talk about the political thing in a second.
But this is like the dumbest thing, and they've really picked on it. So when they say they care about the truth,
like, for example, when he said you could criticize him for his politics or for anything, like when he was criticized for his politics by like Rex Jones, he said, well, actually, I'm just a comedian. I don't do politics, actually. So you can't criticize me on not being able to find Iran on a map or the Strait of Hormuz on the map. He just is like, he's just constantly moving the goalposts. He's like, oh, you can't own me for anything. And then eventually when you like nail him down and you finally get to the root of everything, he's just like, well, I wasted your time, so I'm winning. I guess if your time's worthless.
Truth. And when they care, they just really want transparency. No, they don't. They want to harass people, emails, phone calls. I mean, I have security footage of these idiots showing up at one of our facilities.
Show it. Show the person showing up at the facility. Now, if they just show up and have a look, is that harassment? No, it's just investigation. What's wrong with that?
People say, Jeremy, why don't you just sue them? It's not worth it. These people have nothing. I can't take it from them.
No, he's projecting here. He has nothing that can't be taken from him. He's got nothing to lose.
And there's no point. But the fact of the matter is, my business model is very simple. There's really nothing.
Yeah, I agree. His business model is very simple. He pays someone else to make coffee for him, and then he sells it under his brand. That's a simple business model. No one's debating that this is what's happening. In fact, we agree with him on this point. But Jeremy thinks this is some sort of revelation. N-Pulse with a rage quit says, what are the odds he went to the Ren Fair and got turned away? I think that'd be very funny if it happened. I was going through the Ren Fair footage that I could find from other people's channels because obviously it's a big event. People are going to upload everything. I was praying that I would find like Jeremy in a silly hat or a fake beard or something, but it seems like he just didn't even bother going. Now, maybe his wife went to the Renaissance Fair. And I think and some people are like, were asking why he's like going back at Camelot now. It's because this was recorded over the Renaissance Fair weekend. This is when he should have been at the Renaissance Fair. And Camelot is fresh in his mind right now because Camelot was one of the key people in getting him banned from the Renaissance Fair when his tweet about the stalking went very viral on Twitter, and a lot of people saw it. In many ways, if it wasn't for that tweet, then he probably wouldn't be banned from the Renaissance Fair. So it's actually is legitimately Cody's fault that he's banned. That's why he sees him so much at the moment.
But it's not drop ship. Simply not. Every other YouTuber that you're thinking of is drop shipping for the most part. But that's not what I do. I made the decision that I wanted to build a brand. It's the same reason I didn't call my coffee Liberal Tears Coffee or Coffee Coffee or something stupid like that, because I wanted to build an actual brand. We're close to being into Walmart, and it's I don't know why they want to destroy this business. You know, we have employees.
But he doesn't. He admitted in a previous live stream that he has contractors, which again, they're just the contractors that actually work for Javataza. The only one person, like he had one person on payroll. One person, which was Maggie, and she was fired over Christmas. Merry Christmas. Maybe she can enjoy some of her summer candy cane or 4th of July gingerbread as her severance package.
Trying to ruin their lives. And it's pathetic. And the people that are viewing this and like partaking in this and acting like they just care about transparency, they're lying. Because I see the emails from my partners when they're harassing them. They forward them to me.
Well, then show us. Show us.
See the security footage when you idiots show up at our facilities.
Then broadcast it. Make fun of these people. Monetize the haters.
I see your YouTube videos when you're talking about going through my trash cans.
No one has gone through his trash cans. There's 0% evidence of this. And I challenge him to release anything about it.
This to do what exactly? Discover the truth? The facts of the matter is, this is a very...
By the way, if they went through his trash cans, I can imagine what it would be like. No leftovers. It's almost as if he's eating all the bones that go through these animals as well. It's all just like perfectly clean paper waste and tin cans and bottles. Well, there's no plant matter or animal matter anywhere in this garbage. What's going on? I've never seen such a clean recycling.
Get a group.
The marrow has been sucked from the bones. Exactly. There's just like ash. He's like, it's absorbed everything. I don't know. Holy shit.
People with nothing better to do, and I respect that. Hey, people get bored, right? I'm going to check this other one now. People get bored. I understand that. Ugh. But there's nothing there.
Dead fish? No, he ate the fish. He definitely ate the tropical fish. Have you ever seen that guy on like, is it like TikTok or Instagram, where he's like cooking every fish in the world and he's got like frying Nemo? Like he unironically cooks a Nemo, like the clownfish in one of those episodes. It's pretty crazy. Jeremy was like looking at that as a tutorial.
The level of harassment, and I'm talking about, like I said, showing up. I have you idiots on security cameras.
Show up me the receipts, bitch. Like, show me one person pulling up at your house, except for the people that were showing up to buy your like claw machines.
Showing up and harassing some random employee of a neighboring business. Is that normal? How did you think that was going to go? It is just the dumbest, most like the biggest problem is the hypocrisy, to be honest with you.
That's the worst part, the hypocrisy.
These people don't care about transparency. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about anything. They're not my customers. You know, they leave hundreds and hundreds of fake reviews on Amazon that all end up getting deleted anyway.
So you're paying Amazon to remove the bad reviews while you're literally astroturfing them with your own fake reviews, which is against their terms of service.
I don't know why they're like this, but
because I don't know why people do this. I dare you to find the coffee company. Oh my goodness, people are showing up at the coffee company. How's this happening?
I just feel like some of them are very smart, and then they could figure out like a better way to use their time. You know, like a more productive way to use their time, but they're not actually interested in that. They're only interested, check another station here. They're only interested in trying to hurt my business and my staff.
What staff? He said he doesn't have any staff. He fired his one employee.
So when these like failed race car truck drivers and dork anime avatar YouTubers and fake investigators from the Midwest act like they're really out there doing something, they're not hurting me at all. Every time they do something stupid, I just turn it into more sales.
Then why are you complaining about it? You ever heard the phrase, don't interrupt your opponents when they're making a mistake? Why is he so mad? Like, it seems like he's totally fine with the situation. It's like a win-win for all of us. Like, we get to stream about you, make fun of you, make money, get super chats. Jeremy wouldn't know about this at all. Of course, he never gets any super chats or donors or anything like that. But then you get to do more profitable business. And then how could this be, like, he's going to talk about, like, the LOL suits now. He's going to, like, sue them for defamation and sue them for damage of contract and damage of business, maybe tortious interference or something like that. What is the actual damages? If this is all good for business, what's the problem?
But what they're doing is they're harassing people that have nothing to do with me. This, I mean, like just some random employee at a neighboring business had some fat loser like grilling him about coffee. You know, like that's what these people are doing. That's what these dork YouTubers are promoting. And it really doesn't.
And not one single person has said, go harass. No, that's not happening. That is a bold-faced lie, Jeremy. Everyone has said, don't harass people in real life. Be professional. They encourage them to ask questions. That's fine. But again, Jeremy's pro asking questions and pro investigation of the fraud because he's talked so confidently about Nick Shirley being like the greatest journalist America's ever seen or something.
Affect me at all. It affects people who don't even know me. People who just have an account number. They don't know anything about me.
Yeah, they don't know you because it's not your company.
Anything about my YouTube videos, anything about anything. They don't know anything about it. And it's funny because obviously, as you figured out by now, this video is bait for those idiots who are just helping me monetize.
Oh no, it's the master plan. He tricked us into watching his video. Oh no.
As this channel, thanks to them, this channel will be monetized in only 2 weeks because they are furiously.
Is this the W? The W is he's going to get his vlog channel monetized. This man has a 2 million subscriber channel. And he's like, well, I just tricked you guys into monetizing my channel. Is it such a hard thing to do? I've got like half a dozen monetized channels that I just like sometimes post on. Sometimes I forget about them. You know, sometimes your interest wanes in things. And by the way, let's just take a look at his channel. So he probably has reached monetization requirements by now at least, but he said it wasn't done yet. He's got 3,000 subscribers and approximately it looks like maybe 40,000 views. So he's maybe made $50 from this channel. Was it worth it, Jeremy? It's such a waste of his time. Like, I mean, if he is indeed successful, which he's not.
Trying to get some sort of information or get some sort of gotcha. Thanks for your help, morons. Keep tuning in.
All right, then you've got no problem with us continuing. What's the issue here? If we're helping you, he has no problem with this. He says continue. Let's go.
Here's the other big thing. The other big gotcha that, you know, failed race car drivers and things like that, you know, they think that they really got me. So
by the way, like people do make fun of Camelot for his zoom and his crashes, but he's not a failed race car driver. He's a race car driver. Now, is he a champion? No. Is he gonna finish doing it soon? Maybe. He's not a failed race car driver. He's driving race cars. Something that Jeremy could never do. despite him trying to buy like 3 different sports cars and then selling them and everything like that. Like, to be honest, I think it's pretty cool that Camelot gets to drive around in the Zoom Zoom. Certainly something that I wouldn't do. Now, it is funny every time he crashes, obviously, as well. It's very fun, the crash a lot memes. I enjoy those. But honestly, like, he gets to hang out with Malcolm in the middle and shit. It seems pretty cool.
There's a shipping label that was shown, okay? And so everyone thought, wow, this confirms that his coffee's drop shipped. Which, by the way, if it was,
it did.
No big deal.
No. And again, he's using the phrases interchangeably. It's like, is it drop shipped? No, it's white labeled. And that's what people have said.
But I have made it a point to say it isn't, because it isn't. If it was, I'd be making a lot more money. If it was, I would have made quadruple what I have now. If it was, I wouldn't have to pay staff to pack orders. Like, we did our own fulfillment out of Arizona with my business partner. We paid staff to fill our orders.
Who is this business partner? You said that you were the sole proprietor of this business.
We paid for customer service. We're not drop ship, right? So that's one of the dumbest labels that have stuck around. But
like, you can drop ship and have a customer service center. You can have partners as a drop shipper. Drop shipping can be insanely profitable if done correctly. Like, nobody really complains about that. Like, if it gets you the product that you want at a reasonable price. Like, I'm pretty sure like half of the shit on Amazon is drop shipped. Like, I've got this like, well, I don't have it right here, but never mind. I have this like camera clamp thing that I noticed is the exact same model from a video I was watching, and it's completely just a white label / dropship product. But it's great. It's a good product. I like it.
Last week, these morons found a shipping label and they thought, ooh, I got them. It's my biggest.
No, they didn't find a shipping label. You posted it on Main because you were trying to double dip during work hours.
Lie exposed right here. Okay.
Yes,
Ooh.
It exposed you. That's exactly what happened. You agree.
They got me. Well, the fact of the matter is, all they found was a shipping label from the company that I used to put my coffee into K-Cups. That's it.
Except he said he owns the K-Cup machine.
I roast 900 pounds at a time.
No. You don't roast this coffee. Your partners roast this coffee. Javataza roast this coffee. So they roast it and they send it to the K-Cup company and they package it and they send it to Amazon. What do you do apart from swipe?
Specific run. I send it to somebody who has a professional K-Cup machine that puts it in the K-Cup and labels it and puts the boxes all together. That's it. That's the big exposed. Yeah. I hope it was worth it, dorks. Not my regular viewers, but the people that thought it was a big exposed thing. Yes, I paid.
Yes, that's exactly what we've claimed from the start. This is what you've been lying about. It's a victory. There's no other way to phrase this differently. You owned yourself. Congratulations.
Somebody to put my coffee into K-Cups. And people say, but you were raising money to put your own K-Cup machine together. You were going to get your equipment. You're right. We did raise money.
So we were right again.
For that. And we were going to buy a K-Cup machine.
So you did take money fraudulently for the purchasing of a K-Cup machine. What happened?
There's basically only one manufacturer, maybe two, and they both come out of China. I talked to the guys at Black Rifle specifically about buying one of their old K-Cup machines. I talked to other people I won't name about what they did for K-Cup production. And the fact of the matter is, the machine itself, the cost, was only a small part of it. Turns out once we got further down the process, you have to pay somebody to come from the machine's manufacturer.
And yeah, this is $80,000 he's talking about.
Train your team. And then if it breaks, you have to know how to fix it. And we just decided, well, we don't really.
Hold on. I'm going to be right back, Chad, okay? We'll have a quick 2-minute break, then we'll get into this one, and then we'll get into his Tim Pool Glaze session. So, quick tax-free break. Don't go nowhere. Be right back. Now. Well, not now. I'm just going to keep talking as if I'm going somewhere.
Did you hear me? It is tax-free. My Zannies, my hookers, my super chats too. Hit that button, cause every single super chat I got it tax-free. Tax-free. Take out your pill bottles, shake your pills, because it's gonna be tax-free. 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 Tell your wickers that we got it. Tax-free in my little tin shack. Cats flying in tornadoes. Gun flopping up and down. Let's get the guns out. Gun, 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 gun. Shake it around when it's tax-free. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. It's a tip, so it's tax-free. But wiggle. You best not fold the bullshit because these super chats, they all tax-free. Wiggle, 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 Yo, faith, don't make me say it. Child support, faith, it's tax-free. Compass sneed, cause it's tax-free. That's right, bitch. Now kiss my Gucci hat. I said kiss it. It's authentic, bitch. It's time to gut out. Shake your gut like you mean it. Wiggle, wiggle. Welcome to the kill street. This song. Wiggle, wiggle.
All right, we should be back. Unmute Jeremy. Alrighty, take off this banner. There we go. All right, continuing with Jeremy's cope session. Hopefully you got some nice tea or coffee during that break. Maybe, refresh a little bit. Good reminder to use code COPE on the Dragon's Treasure for a 10% discount on some actually handmade tea. A man that does make his own products. He makes his own tea, his own... Well, actually, I think he roasts... Actually, I do think he roasts his own coffee too. But the dragonstreasure.com, a haven for anime and tea lovers. 10% off with code COPE. You can get some criminal savings. Alrighty. Now let's really get back into this.
They have the volume to justify spending $200,000, like buying the machine and then only running K-cups for us.
So basically he was incompetent. He didn't realize he needed a food grade air compressor, and he grifted $80,000, which he ended up spending on a Cybertruck or some bullshit like Pokemon card packs. And then he's like told his audience for years that he owns a K-cup machine. So he just committed fraud. He's like, well, checkmate, A-logs, I did commit fraud.
So then I went to my partners and I said, hey, why don't we sell K-cup services, to other people? Again, all things that a dropship coffee company could never do, by the way. And so that's something we've been exploring.
He's so fucking stupid. He's like, well, you know what? We could sell our own K-cup packaging services. A dropship company couldn't do that. Now, we don't do that. We can't do that because we can't afford the air press compressor. But checkmate, that means we're not dropship because a dropship company couldn't possibly use our own K-cup machine. By the way, we don't have our own K-cup machine. Okay.
But in the meantime, it just didn't make financial sense after we got all the extra costs after the machine. So it was the machine, then like some food grade air compressor machine, and then training. Then if it breaks, who knows how you fix it. And we're still strongly considering.
I don't know how he contradicts himself after every breath. It is truly something to marvel at.
K-cup machine to our arsenal and then selling that service to other people, other YouTubers, for example, to put their coffee in K-cups because that costs a few bucks every time you do it. But that was it. And in exchange for that shipping label, these people called and harassed a nice family-run business for days.
So it's not your business.
They called me the next day. They're like, what's going on? These are the same.
And by the way, you shouldn't be harassing these people, obviously. But I don't believe this actually happened at all, because I think that Jeremy would be showing me the receipts, showing some phone calls or something. If they're really unhinged, why don't you show some phone numbers? Why don't you put these people on blast? If they're really harassing a business, why don't you treat them like they deserve?
People that are standing on I am against life ruination. I'm against all this stuff. They aren't. They say they are, but they aren't. They're happy to run with defamatory statements.
But here's the thing. Jeremy is an unstable element that has shown he's willing to deplatform people that just criticize him, which is, a First Amendment right in America. So Jeremy unironically should be removed or censored or published or have his, not published, censored or punished for his behavior of removing people's channels and removing their livelihoods for the criticism that he said he's okay with. He's a dangerous element. He's a rabid dog. Okay, is it bad to put down dogs? Yes. What about rabid dogs? No, you can't just that'd be cancel culture to take away the rabid dog. No, it's a safety concern because he's taken down Flake's channel. There's been multiple other channels in the past he's taken down. We don't even know how many channels that didn't have the reach of the Kino Casino had been taken down because of Jeremy's butthurt behavior. I never heard about this 8 Thoughts guys, but apparently his channel was taken down by Jeremy as well. My channel was struck. Camelot's channel was struck. Alyssa Clips was struck. Luther Morgan was struck. Many others were struck. He's not safe to be around, and he's abusing his power because he gets pissed off. So these people aren't for life ruination. They're for taking out dangerous elements that make the entire platform less free as a result. There's been a wave of flagging campaigns in wake of Jeremy's actions. Now, is Jeremy responsible for this, or is it a coincidence? We don't know. But it is certainly strange timing. It's ridiculous. It's YouTube is getting to the point where you could start to say edgy and base things again and have a bit of a chuckle and not have to worry about things every other moment of the day. And then this all happens a few months ago. This is why people are so mad about this, because it is the one rule on the internet. And like, there's people coming out like, no, actually, we don't care. No, shut up. Just shut up. Okay. Everybody knows that if you're doing things right, if you're doing things transformatively, if you're criticizing people, if it's a public service announcement, then it's perfectly fine to talk about. Jeremy's made these claims in the past. The problem is he's hypocritical, and he doesn't, it's just really the situation is rules for thee, but not for me. And I think the most insulting thing about all of this is that he believes he's like, I 100% believe that in his own mind, he's done nothing wrong. Like, he thinks that he is actually on the right side. He's on the justice side. He's on the side of good and standing up and speaking truth to power, when he's actually taking away people's voices and making the platform less usable as a result, to the point where he doesn't even stream on YouTube anymore. He streams on Rumble. Impulse gifted 500 kicks. He says, Jeremy is so lucky that this subreddit called him Nazi instead of a grifter. That's a good one, actually. Those guys were so right, though. That's the crazy thing, is they were right in the beginning. They were ahead of the curve on that.
Some of these idiot YouTubers, because it gets them clicks, and that's okay. Good for you. Now, at some point, the issue is they know it's not worth it for me. Like, when you're a failed...
No, because truth in America is an absolute defense against defamation. You can't sue Camelot because he hasn't lied about you. And discovery is a two-way street. Even if you did engage, like, and by the way, there is such absolute hate for Jeremy that if he started a lawsuit with anybody, it doesn't matter who, they could start a GoFundMe and get all of their legal expenses covered. And again, it would just be a license to print money. He's just handing out free W's to people that hate him or people that criticize him. What are you going to bring against Camelot? Oh, he said you're fat. I mean, I don't even know if Camelot did say that. He probably did. He probably joked about it. How has he lied? He said you were creeping at the Renaissance Fair. You were, by your own admission.
Race car truck driver, or your channel, your YouTube channel is basically dead. You know it's not worth it.
Again, like, Jeremy's channel is basically dead to the point where he's propping it up with like money necromancy, essentially. Camelot seems to be doing pretty good recently.
For me to file some sort of lawsuit against you for defamation. But
what is the defamation? Why don't you spell out what is the defamation?
Point is going to become worth it, because I have all of this stuff lined up, right? I can tie.
No, what do you mean it's going to be worth it in the future? If these people have nothing to take, this is the claim, is that he doesn't want to sue Camelot or Yellow Flash because they have nothing to take. So how is it going to be more worthwhile in the future?
Direct lines from these statements from certain commentators to real world harassment to their fake reviews on Amazon. Like, this would not go well for them.
No, this would be laughed out of a court immediately, and you would be an embarrassment. And then everyone on the internet would be doubling down on how much of a pathetic piece of shit you are for raising these frivolous lawsuits against people that are just reporting on the reality.
It's just not worth it. It's better to just say positive and not so, these people were never my customers in the first place.
Got to get that positive content. Don't want to be toxic.
So to summarize, we're not dropship coffee. We never were. In fact, we did dropship coffee for other people, which you couldn't do if you were a dropshipper. Okay.
Why not? Like, this is such a ridiculous argument. Well, a dropshipper can't afford to dropship. Why not? If I'm buying a fidget spinner from China for 5,000 units at like $100 or something, and I can sell them up like a markup of like, I don't know, sell them for $10 or something to retards on the internet, why can't I also just sell these to other YouTubers that then also dropship it? Like, what do you mean? This is just different. It's essentially arbitrage leverage, not leverage, but arbitrage of products from shitty countries to more wealthy ones. This happens every single day. What do you like? He just makes up these ridiculous. Well, this couldn't possibly happen because dropshippers can't. Like, yes, they can. Are you kidding? If you can charge Sam Hyde to sell your coffee, surely it's possible.
I have partners that make my bags. I have partners that make my K-cups.
So he does nothing.
I have partners that make my coffee, just like any normal business would run.
Now, I don't know about normal business, but certainly a business. But again, this is the only thing people have ever said, is that other people are doing it for you. And he thinks it's like some sort of gotcha to reveal that he was lying this entire time. What mental condition does this to a person where they reject reality so strongly?
You think an electrician makes all the wire he uses by himself? No, of course not.
What kind of argument is this? Oh, the plumber doesn't make the plungers? He's a fraud. Just because he's unclogging my toilet with it, he doesn't even make his own plunger.
Right? This business continues to grow, and I think that bothers people. But that's
By the way, if you want to do a really profitable business, just make one part that lots of other companies use. It's actually a very successful business model. It's like making the chair wheels or something and selling it to all the chair companies.
Okay. Like,
so the guy that's making the wire for the electrician is probably like loaded.
I want better for them. I want them to exist, but there's literally nothing there. We roast our coffee with a partner.
The partner roasts the coffee.
We send it to get put into K-Cups because owning our own K-Cup machine was...
They send it to get K-Cup.
Cost prohibitive at the time. Now, once we're into Walmart, then we're going to do it.
All right, 2 more weeks. Trust the plan. He's going to have he's got just 2 more weeks, just another $80,000. He's really going to buy that K-Cup machine. It's going to happen. You'll see.
Easy.
By the way, again, when Player One Coffee was added to Walmart digital sales, that's when they went out of business. Walmart is not this saving grace. Like I think the entire plan from the beginning was to try and paper it over with fake reviews and like all of this social proof that he keeps mentioning and getting onto like Amazon and Walmart. And then he was going to sell the coffee company to some unsuspecting fool, perhaps Adam, the bull, for millions of dollars and then retire off that money. I think that was the plan all along. But now it's been exposed. It's never going to happen. So now he's like just sticking with this failing business for spite.
We'll have the money and the volume. It's really a volume thing. And we run our coffee business just like any other coffee business you see on the shelves for the most part.
No.
You know what I mean? Like there's nothing there. These people are so stupid and so angry that they
it's like, it's kind of crazy that he's like frothing at the lips, basically spitting out and like all this vitriol about Camelot and Yellow Flash. And he's like, they're so mad. They're so fucking mad.
They're either really stupid, which is very likely, or they are really dishonest. Some of these people are not stupid, and they purposely
say
things.
Clearly not talking about me.
They know aren't true because it's salacious and it gets them clicks and they get to monetize.
He's volumeless. Exactly.
The hate against me. That's okay.
I think the best like one of these jokes was when he was mirrorless. That was pretty funny. I actually really appreciated that. As an owner of a mirrorless camera myself, Jeremy's mirrorless.
But everybody knows that you're a hypocrite. Everybody knows that you're a loser.
How?
And
who's everybody? Like, I'm going to be honest, like, making fun of Jeremy is so unanimously popular that everyone's like patting each other. Like, it's basically a circle jerk about laughing about Jeremy. Like, we're all like, oh, good job. Yeah, you got him. Yeah, good job. Good job. Like, there's this huge, like, basically the entire 99% of the internet that knows about this subject is on the A-log side. And we're all beating each other off. Like, this is a giant circle jerk laughing at Jeremy. And he's like, no, you guys are the weirdos. Like, all right, whatever.
You do a long 2-hour stream reaction to this video.
It's not. I mean, this is going to be a 3-hour stream. We might go into 4 hours. Who knows? To tell you the truth about it. Medieval Spawn with a pack it up says he's mad about Camelot and Yellow Flash because his wife wants to cuck him with them. Well, I mean, yeah, she seems to like athletically fit men because apparently Yellow Flash has been doing a lot of lifting recently. He used to be fat. He's an ex-fatty. Okay.
A lot of people in your audience.
Here's the thing: is that fat's kind of a mindset more than a physical thing, and Jeremy's both fat physically and mentally.
See that too. So I'm looking forward to these people reacting to this video because
so we're doing this with complete permission from Jeremy. He gives his co-signs that it's okay. Again, like if this was actually the case that like everyone he would be, if he was really making money off of people reacting to his content and like it was making up all these coffee sales, he would pretend to be mad and pretend to be raging. Oh, you guys got me. Fuck you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Like he'd be leaning into it because he wants more and more attention.
I have nothing to hide. My business runs just like any other business. And it's almost like, I don't know if these people are like Candace Owens level stupid, but they're living in this alternate quartering universe where
again, this is just talking about himself.
This is failing.
Oh, the truck almost, did you see that? The truck almost took his cap
living in
off.
this alternate quartering universe where my business.
Wait, hold on. Freeze frame. Oh, wait a second. We may have got something here, chat. All right, let's go back frame by frame. The truck almost takes off that hat. Do you think this is his second take? Oh, look at that. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 Jeremy. He's bald. Oh my goodness.
Business is failing, which it isn't, having record.
I almost missed that.
Month after record month. My YouTube channel is dying. It's the dead of summer and probably the slowest time in politics that we've seen in a long time.
Is it? Didn't like a bunch of like, wasn't there like a, who's that, like the speaker or something die, and then there's like these trials for all these political assassinations, and there's everything leading up into the midterms. Like, what do you mean?
Like everything.
And by the way, the Germinal Decline Norwood 7 guy, he disproved this, that actually summer is one of the biggest times for YouTube in January, in Jeremy's case anyway. But again, he's having, I guess he did better than May, but again, he's just buying the views.
That is levied has a perfectly
oh no, 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 look at the top of his head. Yeah, exactly.
Reasonable explanation. But in the quartering extended universe, truth does not live.
I want to make the quartering extended universe happen, but it's just like, it's so time consuming to do these like silly, like the Major Canicus video sort of thing. Like I was hoping that Chrissie Mayr would actually reveal herself as the new member of their podcast, because I had an entire idea. So maybe I'll give this idea away. If someone else wants to make this, like with like motion tracking or AI, if you want to do it, it's fine. But I had this really funny idea for the wheelchair 40K Geratech, where he's like, it's like the one that I made, but he's running around on a ship going around like virus bombing, like virus bombing any planet with like black people on it, because he's so fatigued. And he's got like the review tech priest that's running the engines, and Melanie Mack would be like a servo skull with it's just like a skeleton, like just like the spine coming down from the skull, and Jeremy would be like, looks like you've gained weight, Mel, and something. And then like the Inquisition would come after him and stuff like that, because he's been using AI and also making he's been saying like heresy about the Omnissiah. I have this entire actual like plan up in my head, but I don't think I'll ever make it. So I think it could be funny, but it's like one of those things where you laugh once and never watch it again. So it's kind of like a waste of time. Lazy Shell, like, oh, Lazy Shell's got his own things to do. Maybe I'll do it if it's really hot and I can't bother going outside. But I think it's pretty funny. But I think like the conclusion would be that they like the Gellerfield fails because review tech priest dies, and then like the demon Chrissie Mayr comes on board, and she's like a Saneshi demon, and then she joins the podcast, and then they've got like the entire show's like plot is that Jeremy, Mel, and Chrissie are going around trying to escape the Inquisition. I think it'd be fun. The problem is it kind of almost makes them sound too interesting. That's the problem with anything that I make, is people complain. They're like, when I play like this video, for example, people are like, well, it makes Jeremy sound like he's too cool.
He's got 6.5 million subscribers, and he rarely breaks a couple 100,000 views on his episodes. This is a guy whose career is on the downturn, so it's not a surprise that he is now turned to the Muslim grift. Muslims. But many Muslim women, Muslim men, black people, lots of black people, Muslim dad, Somali Muslim, black people, Carmelo Anthony grift, black people are stupid. Don't like black fatigue. Carmelo Anthony.
When I do that, people are like, actually, I kind of agree with Jeremy. It's just because my editing is too silly, so it makes him look entertaining. All right.
And they'll call this a crash out or whatever.
Yeah, he's crashing out.
I'm monetizing them. They're too.
Look, let's just stop, Jeremy. The 8,000 views, that's not making money, bro. Just stop. It's over.
Tuning into this, hoping to get another gotcha. There just isn't. There's nothing there.
And like, he said that this channel will be monetized in 2 weeks, so it's not monetized yet. No, I use YouTube Premium, so I don't know if ads are actually popping up with this, although YouTube does put ads on non-monetized videos anyway. He failed to get his Unsleeved Media channel monetized. He spent $10,000 on card pack openings, and he couldn't get that channel monetized. So I wonder what's happening here. Like, are they actually preventing him from monetizing new channels? He's like going through his old channels that he's trying to repurpose them, like he did with their. Actually, what happened to that channel? The one where the Publica channel. So he made like the quarter. I completely forgot about this. Did he rebrand that channel, the Publica? Because he did. Like there was the Publica channel. He rebranded it as like Quartering News or something. But I haven't followed up on that. I wonder if I search because like the branding on it was so bad. If I search for the Publica, it might come up. Hold on, I'm just checking this out right now if I can find it. Did he unlist it and just disappear the channel or something? Does anyone know? It's Quartering News now? Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Quartering News. Because he was claiming that he had this idea for like 3-minute news segments or something. I completely forgot about this. Quartering Live. I don't see, it doesn't come up. When I search for Quartering News, I get like Don Flogandy. So Don Flogandy's cucked his SEO. I can't find the channel. Unless you have a direct link to the channel, I don't think you can find it now. It's like kind of crazy. Which chaos god would he serve? Nurgle or Slanesh, I think you meant to say. That's a good question because he is. It's like kind of a combination, I think, but probably Slanesh because he's completely a slave to his vices and debauchery and gooning. It's kind of hard to say.
They wish there was something there, but there's nothing there.
Certainly his body embodies Nurgle, but I think it would be Slanesh.
Yeah.
The Chrissie Maya demon would definitely be a Slaneshi demonette or something, though.
The hilarious part about all of it is that this will do nothing to dispel the defamatory statements or the libelous statements. It will do nothing.
What are the libelous statements and what are the defamatory statements? Make a stance on what's being said. Don't just say failed race car driver, I'm going to sue you, tee hee hee. What did Camelot lie about? What actionable defamation has he produced? And furthermore, Jeremy would be completely cooked if he went to court with this anyway, because he said that his business is doing better because of the A-logs. He said that it's been record sales because of every time we make fun of him, he sells more coffee. So what material damage to his business is being done? Jeremy didn't think about this at all. Like this entire 28, like, I guess he just can't hold any. Okay, I got a fruit fly flying around me. What the fuck? You get bananas once and you have like 10 fruit flies in your house.
To curb these morons harassing employees at a coffee roastery. It will do nothing to stop these people from harassing people at my packaging facility that I use because they're not good people. They want you to think that they are operating on like truth and righteousness and that they're really going to get somebody who's been.
I mean, maybe someone, yeah, but like I think most of us are just like, this is funny because this guy's retarded, and we're gonna laugh at him while he's falling down the stairs, shitting his pants. I don't think I've ever claimed to be a moral. I don't think I've ever claimed to be a moral arbiter. No.
Getting over on you. There isn't a single one of my customers that thinks I have an entire roasting facility sitting in my garage.
Nobody's ever made this claim. Okay, here's a quartering that. So here's the channel. So he's completely done nothing with it. This is the Publica channel. Quartering News. He even deleted the what happened with oh wait, he is using this channel. Oh, this is pathetic. Holy shit. Thank you for whoever linked this in chat. This is pathetic. So he removed the channel. He removed the video talking about what happened with Sydney Watson. That's pathetic for the first part. The only thing he's using this channel for is he's posting community posts to his other videos. Holy shit. I think we're the first people to notice this. So what happens here is he's got 17,000 subscribers. And he's so down bad and desperate for views that he logs into a different account and then shows his like trying to get 7 days ago, 2 days ago, 7 hours ago. He thought that this would get him more views on his Tim Pool blog. Bot post? No, he's doing this manually. I guarantee you he's doing this manually. He thought that these 17,000 people would see his Tim Pool grift post. It's got 0 interactions. I'm the first person to like this video. I'm giving him a charity because I feel bad for him because this is pathetic. He's got nothing on this one either. There you go. Oh, we got one. 7 days ago, 1 like. There you go. There's your Jared. Oh, 3 likes 9 days ago. Maybe this was actually working for him for a few days. He got 14 on this one. He posted a dog picture. I have a new vlog channel. So he posted pictures of dogs. This is the only thing that's got any sort of interactions. The comments are turned off? Are they? I don't know. That's funny. Holy shit. Who was it? Was it Incelasaurus or someone that posted the name of the channel? Or was it the meme guy? I don't want to give credit to the wrong person. Doesn't really matter. It was Incelasaurus. Yeah, thank you very much. Holy shit, that's so funny. All right, I'm taking back my dislike. All right, no, we'll make the chat decide. Post 1 if you think we should give Jeremy back his like. Post 2 or B for dislike the post. I mean, a like or a dislike is basically the same thing on YouTube. I'm actually helping him by disliking it. But it's very funny. It's very, very funny. Resounding dislike. Okay, sorry, Jeremy. It's over. It's over. Only Jeremy can see the dislikes though. So that's the thing, is we can't tell. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Holy shit. He's astro, like, this is actually like prime Jeremy behavior, by the way, because he used to do that all the time. He would go onto his other accounts and then leave comments on his own videos. How pathetic. That's so funny. Look at all those bees. Oh my goodness, a large influx of bees should solve this problem.
Dr. Bees! Somebody do something relating to bees!
All right.
People that don't exist and have never existed. It's one of the weirdest, most pathetic, sad...
I'm not sure if I read this one. We just want to sit back and watch him burn his own world down. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. We're just like, this is a dumpster fire that we're watching. It's very funny. Thank you for the 1,000 kicks. Big support over on Kick today. Huge support, actually. Jeremy could only dream about this.
Like, you want to go at my political opinions, you want to go at things I've flip-flopped on, you want to go after things that, like...
Imagine flip-flopping at all.
You know, I'm wrong about. That's all reasonable, fair game stuff.
No, the thing is, this is a bold-faced lie as well, because like I said earlier, when Alex Jones' son, pressed him on politics, he said, well, I'm a comedian. I don't even have any politics, to tell you the truth about it. I'm a fence sitter. I don't have any. I'm not left or right. I'm actually independent. So you can't even criticize him on his politics without him doubling down on, like, being a retard.
But the idea that, like, these people are having any real effect on our business is hilarious. They really, 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 really want it to be.
It is actually having an effect on their business, where you're having to actually follow FDA regulations now. Like, that's the only reason the 75% sale happened. Maybe it was to sell his moldy coffee to Rubes, though. Who knows? It's because you had to get rid of all the packaging before Amazon could actually go to the warehouse and check, because it's just staffed by robots.
When you guys do this stuff, my partners laugh at you.
Watching
These same
live?
people,
Thank
by the way,
Warrior.
you know, oh, life ruination's bad. Somebody got deplatformed. That's bad. They tried to get me deplatformed for Rumble. I have all the emails, of course.
Because you're actively trying to get people taken off the internet. This is when you're shoveling shit over the fence and people shovel it back. And it's like, well, actually, I thought you guys said it was bad. Like, if I say shooting people is bad, and then you try to shoot me, and I shoot back in self-defense, I still can stand by the statement that shooting people is bad.
These same people, going after sponsors is bad. I have their emails to my sponsors. They went after every single one of my sponsors, and I did lose a couple.
Oh, so they are actually having an effect. They are actually having an effect. And it's like, no, they just do nothing. It's like, okay, so you are actually losing sponsors. Suffer, Jeremy.
I've replaced them since, but I did lose some. All because...
No, and he has not shown... He has no sponsors. He has ad reads through the Rumble studio, which everybody with Rumble gets. This is nothing special. These aren't people contracting you. You can't even afford to go to AmFest. What are you talking about?
These same people who have spent the last 4 months building up this quartering extended universe where they're the righteous ones are actually the villains in this story. They're very, very sad people. They're very, very empty inside. And it's really depressing. You know, I really want...
Jeremy's empty inside because it's lunchtime. He's hungry.
Better for them. Joke. And, you know, when they...
I actually am empty inside because I skipped breakfast this morning.
Back to this video and pretend that there's another kind of gotcha or something like that. There just isn't.
But you've just exposed it. Like, you're handing us all the gotchas. It's like there's no gotchas here. Every other sentence he's exposing that we were right the entire time. Reverse Hollow Charmander gifting 5 subs over on Kick. Let's fucking go.
They're just mad. They're mad at the world. They're mad that, I don't know, things didn't work out for them the way they wanted. And I get that.
Like, what is he talking about? Like, I think the Kino Casino was like doing really solid 7,000 live concurrents before this Jeremy drama. Every time I've watched them now, it's over 10,000. So you've succeeded in making them 30% richer. And it's probably a lot more than that. Like if anyone, like I sometimes do very well on my streams. You know, maybe I make a couple $100, maybe like 500-600 if I'm really lucky or something like that. That's like a bad AI intro for them. They're making like you're building generational wealth for people. Don Flurgandy's entire career is like skyrocketing to the moon. I think he's up to 2,000 live concurrent people in his streams, and maybe like 500-600 people on Kick. It's insane. And he's like, well, actually, I mean, maybe Jeremy is a good guy because he's making all of these jobs for everyone. He's creating jobs. He's doing more than Biden's ever done for the economy.
But what I don't get is harassing people that I do business with, going after my sponsors.
Don Flurgandy is a con artist and a grifter. This is defamation. You can't say this. He's a good boy. He's doing that. Like he doesn't even say edgy words.
You know, losing sponsors, that's an actionable item. Defamation, right? They were emailing.
Not if it's true. If Kellogg's is selling poison brand raisins or whatever, and you tell people don't eat the raisins, they're poisonous, that's not defamation. That's a public service warning. You're allowed to do that. Like when Jeremy was stalking women at the Renaissance Fair, it's perfectly fine to make that as a public service. Actually, in YouTube's own terms of service, it actually says that you're allowed to make fun of people as public service warnings if they're doing something terrible. I know this because when I got my strike, they put me through YouTube bad boy camp, and I had to go through these questions, and they're like, is it okay to call people fat? And it's like, it's things like that.
My sponsor saying that I was doing drunk ad reads for them, right? Obviously I wasn't. And
what do you mean? You've admitted to being drunk on stream, and you were. Even if Jeremy is sober when he's reading these, there's no way to tell because he's always drunk, basically. That's his secret, is he's like naturally drunk with these so mangled sentences and ums and ahs and baby maybe whatever he's talking about.
My sponsors knew that. Not all of them. Some of them just couldn't deal with the constant barrage of harassment.
Copium brand coffee. That's very funny.
These are
it's a waste of time though. Although I do drink a lot of shit coffee, just because like they've got really like shit brands over here.
Real financial hits that are tied to the defamatory statements. You see what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm going with this? It's sad, but you know what? My goal with Coffee Brand Coffee was to build something
to defraud your audience into buying coffee and then sell the company for more money.
That is apolitical, that is a really good product. And I've done that. Do I think I'll ever be Black Rifle? No, of course not.
Just drop ship it. That's actually a good idea. We could make a drop ship brand coffee and just sell it. And have blueberry cobbler as our main coffee. Trademark flavor. Blueberry cobbler.
But do I think I can grow it into a multi-million-dollar business? Yes, I do. There's new people.
He claimed it was already a he said that he's made millions of dollars, but that's the thing, is he's only showing revenue, not well, no, he's been showing sales, not revenue.
Every day who buy my coffee that have never seen one of my YouTube videos, and that really burns these people up.
Wait, go back.
There's new people every day who buy my coffee that have never seen one of my YouTube videos, and that really burns these people up.
Does it?
That's
I don't
okay.
think so.
I just keep working. And if you take anything away from this, is that you should do the same. If you don't worry about people who are trying to drag you down. Don't worry about.
Isn't Jeremy's entire brand like shitting on woke Hollywood and like the woke left, Sweet Baby Inc., liberal tears? Like his entire persona and entire income is built off of criticizing people that he thinks are making society worse, like the black fatigue stuff. They're stealing M&Ms from the Walmart when he's stealing shorts. Like he is the embodiment of everything that he criticizes. And then he tries to claim that he's like above anyone.
Crabs in a bucket because they have no power. They might get a little win here or there. Sure, they cost me a couple $1,000s on sponsors.
Okay, so they did have an effect, thousands of dollars.
I'll replace them, but their lives will still suck. Sure, they can spam negative reviews, but Amazon reviews them. Their lives will still suck. There's nothing here. There's just nothing. There's nothing to disclose. These people are pathetic losers who lie to you for money. It's a total and complete blowout. Anybody who's talked shit about my coffee.
The only complete blowout is his wife over the weekend.
Company is a moron.
With the bull.
If you don't like it, that's cool. Don't buy it. If you buy it and you don't like it, that's cool. Leave a bad review. but at least try it.
So you're allowed to leave bad reviews?
If you're a coffee drinker. Buy cbc.com will take you directly to our Amazon store. Buy a bag to own the haters. I sure would love that.
1 like equals 1 bag of coffee sold.
Soon we'll be in Walmart, and then they can take their pictures, their greasy little face next to it.
So he actually believes that Coffee Brand coffee is going to be on the shelves in Walmart? This is never going to happen, Jeremy. I mean, I guess maybe it could happen, but he's going to be paying out through the nose to get it there. Yeah, I don't believe it's going to happen, but I mean, I guess hypothetically it is possible, but we'll have to wait and see. I think he's just going to go for the online sales and then claim that he's on Walmart shelves by being on Walmart Marketplace. It's exactly what happened to Player One Coffee, which was a dropship coffee as well, or weight label, whatever you have here. And that's when they died there as a company. Scroats McGoats, sorry, with a 5 says, if you want a vision of Quarterpowder's future, imagine stepping onto a rake like Sideshow Bob forever. That's a very fun clip. I love The Simpsons. All right. So now Jeremy's totally fine with the A-logging. It's only drumming up more business. So we're going to check out his next vlog, which is the Tim Pool. What is he really like? Oh, my goodness. Now, of course, Jeremy worships. Oh, there's no comment. What the fuck? What is there? There's no comments here, Jeremy. The comment section doesn't even, you can't even say no commenting allowed. What the fuck? How did he Thanos snap the fucking comment section out of existence? Was that on the previous video? I think you had to be subscribed for 1 week or something. Or was it 1 day? Hold on, let's check. Or did you just completely disable it? See, there's comments. All right, comments here. You have to be subscribed for 1 day. The F-150 bill says, can I be in the next episode? How's your knee? Please, sire, take my 0.000001 pennies in AdSense. Guys, I might be getting a new job. As a fellow YouTuber, I would never accuse others of being terminally online when that's literally my job to be online. Well, that's the thing. That's a good comment, actually. But again, Jeremy only knows how to project. All right, so we have, what is Tim Pool really like? I'm going to guess bald and stupid, but let's see.
We're going to do a lot of fun stuff in
Oh, so he's back in the chair. This is the only place in the house that he's comfortable.
this video. I'm going to take you through a day in feeding the madhouse that is the quartering, and we're going to talk a little bit about what Tim Pool is really like off camera.
I mean, I would actually like to see a vlog where he actually eats the food he eats on a daily. That would actually be very interesting. Like, I want to see how much this guy puts away. That could be good.
Camera. If you enjoy these type of vlogs, please make sure you leave a like on it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below. I'm trying to hit 4,000 subscribers.
Not the ship noise for the subscribe bell. I guarantee you I know exactly which YouTube video he got this green screen from, and it's not even very well made together. Like, you can see the corners are rough. It's rough around the edges, a lot like Jeremy.
By the end of this week, I think we can do it. And always you can suggest topics and whatever you want to see. Just suggest them down below, and it may appear in the next vlog. So let's get into this. All right, for this.
Oh, he's walking. Holy shit! What the fuck? Whoa! Jump scare alert! Wait, go. Let's go back. Okay, so Jeremy, Jeremy's not a good-looking guy by any metrics, but like, look at this right here.
And it may
so
appear
this
in
is
the
when
next
the
vlog.
beauty. This is when the beauty filter's on, and he's got all these different lights. Like,
Let's get into this. All right,
look at this one. What the fuck? This is when you have too many meads at the fair and you collapse and you wake up and this thing is looking down at you just before you get, well, you know, right. You know exactly what's going to happen. We got Alan with a 50 Mexican pesos. Excuse me, sir. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Tim Pool? No, I don't, but we're going to listen to Jeremy, I guess. Anyway, that's a scary visage though. Like, that's a ugh. It's like a nightmare.
For this week's vlog.
What the fuck? Did he actually forget to turn off the beauty filters? What's going on here? Like, he looks... This is like a Cronenberg-style monster. Like, this looks like makeup, right? This came out today. This came out a few hours ago. Bad lighting. I mean, bad lighting is a curse.
I'm going to talk a little about Tim Pool, but more importantly, we're going to give you a little bit look. You guys wanted more of an insight.
Like, people are saying he's using makeup to hide his bags under his eyes. I believe it.
Look, this is feeding time at the quartering household. Not my feeding time, because obviously, you know, that would be a trough somewhere where I would be feeding out of maybe like a bag or something like that. But
the wife just puts his food actually in bags. Like, this is supposed to be like a self-deprecating joke, but it's just the truth. It's just the truth.
Every day after filming, the work's not done. So we have a whole host
he's got a fish tank in the background.
Animals that need to get taken care of. And we're going to take a look at...
What's that music?
what that looks like. So this is my
Jeremy added this music?
my saltwater tank.
Oh, so he does have another. He got a second set of fish. So he still has the 7-foot tall fish tank. I thought he said he got rid of this. Did he lie again? Imagine my shock.
It's mostly this is
See, the clownfish is running in terror from him. He's just gonna get frying Nemo'd.
Starry Blenny, probably my showpiece fish. He's could be 15 years old.
Oh, look at these editings. Starry Blenny. Again, like, there's these little details that, like, piss me off. I guess the haters are getting mad. Like, if I zoom in on this, look at this. Zoom out a little bit. Like, the slight... You see how this is, like there's an edge here? It's not, like, nice. It's not smooth. It's, like, this really, like, low quality type font that he's using. He didn't even pay for the proper... Like I can see the pixels of this thing. It's like annoying. You'd think you should make this smoothed out or something. It's just not professional.
Roughly. Got a sea urchin there. Lots of wrasses. Wrasses are my favorite saltwater fish. Lots of different torch coral. We've got some acid.
He got this royalty-free music to be like soothing ocean sound music or something.
Watermelon something.
Cinematic masterpiece, Jeremy.
Sea anemones that just split into two, so I'm going to sell one of these or trade for some more coral.
It's the infinite sea anemone glitch. Anemone? Sea anemone. The infinite coral glitch. You just get a sea anemone, it starts dividing, and you start selling it. It's practically printing money out of this aquarium.
That's usually what you do. We've got a coral banded shrimp down here. I don't know.
Look at this fucking fish. He found like look at this fish. Look at the pixels. He didn't even get the proper PNG size. What is this line, Jeremy? It's like when you draw a fish in MS Paint and there's no, like, you use the line tool, you know? Like, look at this. Like, wait, I need to use the white one, I guess. If it's not white, it's not right, chat. See how it's got like the edges, the harsh edges? That's exactly what this fish looks like. Anti-aliasing off. Yeah, exactly.
You can see him. He's there. We've got all sorts of mushrooms. There's a blood shrimp right there. Here's just a cleaner shrimp, basic cleaner shrimp.
Does Jeremy just put his face into this? Is this why he bought the fish tank? He just puts his like face into the tank and it cleans them for him. Like he just opens his mouth like a shark, and all the shrimp go inside there, and he gets a bit of a snack at the same time.
There's a sea anemone in here too, a different anemone that is very cool looking. Oh, here, I don't know if you can see him, but there's a spiny anemone right there. It's hard to get a good shot of him with the reflection, but
oh my goodness, just close the curtains. It's basic reflection math, Jeremy.
I like him a lot. He moves around a lot. Everything in this tank moves around a lot.
Oh my goodness. Sea anemones are more mobile than Jeremy. This isn't even like a defamatory thing to say, because his own Fitbit exposed him as walking 300 steps a day. He loves the sea anemone and the spiny sea urchins because they move around more than Jeremy does himself. Have you ever seen a sea anemone or an urchin moving? They crawl around. So, I mean, sea anemones do this weird thing where they like flop up and down. It's kind of cool, actually, when they detach themselves from the rocks.
The sea urchin will move wherever it wants to go. Different coral colonies. Just planted that little coral.
He's envious of the sea urchin. The sea urchin can live its free life. It can do anything it wants, but he's bound to this purgatory of his own creation where he has to live stream.
Coral colony up there in the corner last week. You got to be careful because you end up getting coral warfare, which really is a thing. Got some torch coral, some hammer coral. So you got to be careful about where you put all your coral because, well, they fight. A lot of people are always interested in.
You just know he thought this was such fucking fire, like with the sound effects and the tapping of the keyboard for the fish
The setup underneath.
The audit.
There's obviously a sump system here, a protein skimmer, all sorts of stuff that keeps basically this mini ocean as close to real life conditions. There's a clownfish. I've got a pair of clownfish there.
Why are the clownfish not inside the anemones? This is like not good clownfish behavior. Like clownfish need their anemones, Jeremy. Why are they terrified of the anemones? Like what's wrong with this ecosystem? It's like a mini ocean. That's what, when I have my fish tank, and it's like a mini lake. It's like a mini river.
I don't like to do big fish in my tanks because
they get eaten.
I feel like, hey, they're coming out of the ocean. They should have enough room, but they see me, and so
suffer fish.
So what we do now is we go here.
Oh no, the fridge reveal. Let's go. Let's see what happens.
I'm going to show you how I make food too. This is my dog's food. Dogs eat.
Wait, this is the
meat,
dog fridge?
So we can only
The
make it
dog
3 or 4
food?
days ahead of time. So this is the dog food fridge. And
he's got the dog food fridge? What a lifestyle.
the raw meat plus supplements. This
is that the dogs like Pepsi's in the side here? The dogs energy drinks?
This is the dog food fridge and the raw meat plus supplements.
But the thing is, this is the one fridge in the kitchen. Why is this a dog food fridge? Like, you just know that Jeremy gets hungry and goes and snacks there.
Is a mixture of
is this his fucking coom jar? This is where he puts his My Little Ponies? What's going on here? Like, I'm actually like, this is very spooky almost. This is like I mean, King Cobra is better than this guy, but it's like, you know, it's kind of like I'm getting the ick from this video. It's greasy. I don't know. It's greasy. Amateurant with a 5 says, you know it's going to be bad when he sells his pet brand pets. Well, he's literally selling coral and anemones. It's the infinite coral glitch. You just have like this $7,000 saltwater fish tank just makes money.
A wide variety of things that I can show you. Myces shrimp, brill shrimp, herbivore's delight, which is another kind of combination. Inside this tank, you'll see a lot of...
I never thought I would ever hear Jeremy say the words herbivore's delight. Certainly he's never tasted what that's like.
Interesting fish like the salt bass or hawkfish. This red guy that's bouncing around a lot, they don't have swim bladders. This guy here, he doesn't have a swim bladder either, the red checkered one.
They're bladderless.
There's a lot, but you don't feed them a lot. But I try to use what's called broadcast feeding because
even his feeding session is a live stream, the broadcast feeding.
it's hard to make sure everyone gets something. There goes my big boy. So we're gonna just feed him. That's plenty. I probably overfed him just for cinematic experience.
So he's getting the fish are going to be fat.
Salt water. All the salt you ever need is in your tank, so you don't need to be adding salt and this kind of stuff once it's stabilized. But this is a very serene type experience. I really, really love this tank, and
it's a fish tank
put in by a good friend of mine, Dustin. If you're in the Milwaukee area and you want a really nice look at this guy, that might be the oldest starry blenny you've ever seen. I try to do a good color mixture of my fish, and like I said, keep them smaller.
He's letting the colors mix. I don't know, Jeremy. I thought you were fatigued.
You got some beautiful mushrooms. These mushrooms actually have feet, and they'll pick up and move locations to different rocks based on exactly what they're, if they're not happy, they want more light, less light. Same thing with these anemones. They actually move. He moved up there, and it happens a lot. What's happening here is coral warfare. This anemone is probably going to kill that other piece of coral, which is a bummer. But it's part of keeping a reef tank. You get used to it. There's my little anemone down there. Urchin, I mean. Now to make the food, this is a little more involved. Let's see if I can.
Like, who asked for this? I mean, I feel like I'm being teleported to a different dimension. Like I'm confused. What the fuck is going on? I thought this video was about Tim Pool, not his ocean fish tank.
Put this down for a second. So making the food, they get a mixture. So each, every couple of days I put together food for them. This is Reef Frenzy.
I guarantee you Jeremy knows exactly what this tastes like. Superior nutrition for marine fish, corals, and inverts. Reef Frenzy.
Maybe I don't put it directly in front of the windows so you can actually see. This is Reef Frenzy. It gets a chunk of that. It's all frozen. These are
Frenzy brand Frenzy.
Or spirulina brine shrimp here. So I put probably 2 or 3 of those in here. And this will make like...
I guarantee you he's tasted all of this. It's like that Simpsons clip where it's like he's eating the krill that causes red tide poisoning. It's like from the 99-cent store or something.
Like 2 or 3 days worth of food. So I'll put the Reef Frenzy away. And then we'll add some frozen mysis shrimp as well. Probably
I think these shrimp eat. I mean, these fish eat better than Jeremy. Like, there's better diversity of diet in here. Jeremy can't even eat vegetables.
So then we just use these mason jars like this, and You shake
Oh
it
no,
up
it's the secret recipe. He's exposing it.
a little bit, and that'll be fine tomorrow. Once that thaws out, it'll be delicioso for the saltwater fish. Now, the freshwater fish, they're much easier. So I have a freshwater tank that is this.
But actually, fish content makes bank on YouTube. I've seen a couple of cool fish videos where they like rescue the pet store rescue fish videos with like the cool little things and stuff, like box pufferfish. I actually do like those.
You don't see a lot of tanks like this.
But maybe you're right. Maybe this is the only reason that he's posting this, is he thinks that he's going to break into the illustrious fish market.
But to get an idea of its size, you kind of have to back up. There's a large freshwater fish tank with several schools of different kinds of freshwater fish in here and live.
I mean, they look like the neon tetras or something, which I actually really like. I always wanted them as a kid, but we couldn't afford them. I was neon tetraless.
Plants, this one's much easier to feed. They just get, the food is kept down here, same system in here, sump pumps and water reserve so that your water is always good.
Tetra Pro, Tetra Pro Coral Color Crisps, color enhancing tropical fish food, floating crisps, supports color and immune health.
Don't move very often, but
extreme krill. Hold on, let me take this up. Extreme krill flakes. Look, right, you want to take it to the krillmet? You got to have extreme krill. Oh my goodness, it's so hardcore. Extreme aqua food, krill-based tropical food, floating flakes. Man, that sounds so fucking amazing.
If I can angle this correctly. Hucky, you're a good boy.
Look, chat. Just buy extreme krill flakes. Shrimple as that.
There's a tube on the top. I gotta reach my hand down in there.
He's
these
reaching
guys get
around.
dry food at night, and in the morning they get bloodworms and another type of fresh food.
I heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard if you unironically give bloodworms to fish too often, if you touch them, you get an allergy or something to them. So you have to be careful with bloodworms. Otherwise, you can actually just get this really bad reaction. I think fishermen get this as well. They use it as bait.
Bloodworms and I forget what it's called. But at night, they just get the dry food and they go to town. Drops in that tank.
I mean, the tanks are good. I'm not gonna shit on the tanks. They're pretty cool, but they're just like money sinks. That's the thing.
Always come out when it's feeding time. But this tank has been really, really maintenance free since we got everything stabilized. With any kind of tank, it takes a while to stabilize. And then once these two tanks are fed, then we go to the hermit crabs. Now the hermit crabs don't need to get fed today, but I thought I would show you.
My friend has pet hermit crabs, actually. They're kind
I
of
don't think any of them will be out. They're nocturnal, but they have a small food dish there that we have probably 30 different types of food that we feed them. Fresh food.
Wait a second. How come the hermit crabs have this jungle gym obstacle course? Why are all the animals living the life that Jeremy dreams for himself? His dogs have obstacle courses. His hermit crabs have obstacle courses. They're on the trapeze. They're doing little tricks. It's like the flea circus. Look, mommy, I can see the flea on the trapeze on the little thing. Why doesn't Jeremy do this himself? He has a giant backyard. He could get into shape anytime he wanted if he had any modicum of self-discipline. This is the crab course. Yeah, this is. And by the way, having a nocturnal pet is so dumb as well, because you never get to see it. Oh, imagine the little. There's no way the hermit crabs are climbing up on the high wire course. This is so stupid. This is like for a lizard or something. I imagine the little hermit crabs doing their actions at night. Jeremy's sitting out there. He's got his blanket wrapped around himself. He's got his little torch, and he's got his night vision goggles or something. And he's watching the crabs do flips and stuff, and they're doing little circus things and doing little rescue operations. Holy shit! Crabs can climb. I know that, but what is this? It's you know what I mean. It's like a high wire course. It's so funny.
Even added a second floor so they can climb up to a second floor.
Even the crabs have a second floor. The absolute audacity of this man. It's not right. By every right, this man should be homeless, broken, poor for being an absolute thief, degenerate, cuckold, talentless hack. But he has 2 stories in his hermit crab enclosure. It's not right. What's the point of even going on? You know what? I questioned this at the beginning, but like he's thoroughly owned me. Because I mean, even his crabs have a 2nd story house. Holy shit.
I forget all their names. Big Mac.
Yeah, I wonder what the taxes his hermit crabs are paying.
Leonardo da Vinci.
I love hermit crabs, by the way. Like, there's a really cool island in Japan I like to go to in summer. I might go this year even. Yakushima, and they have hermit crabs there. But in Okinawa, they have even bigger hermit crabs, and they also have like these giant coconut crabs, which I've never seen before, which should be pretty cool to see. But there was like a bunch of Vietnamese people or Chinese people were like stealing all the hermit crabs, which is bullshit. That's bullshit behavior. Leave the hermit crabs alone, Chinese people.
Something else, I don't know.
And like all he had to do was close his curtains so that we could actually see what's going on here.
Their food is every day they get new freshwater and new saltwater. So they have 2 separate tanks for freshwater and saltwater. And then what they eat.
Is this what his wife is this what his wife does all day? Is just like tend to the pets?
Is something very simple, like hermit crab meal. Or we give them mysis shrimp, just like the saltwater fish. And then they usually get something else to try. So, we have a wide variety, probably 50 different.
After Jeremy like shuts down his live stream and stops gooning to Melanie Mac, he's done with all of these things, like spending all day like feeding all these different exotic animals.
Things, here's banana bread. This is just more banana powder, sweet corn.
He's feeding his 2-story hermit crabs are snacking on banana bread. Those lucky bastards. I love banana bread.
Corn.
These hermit crabs are living better than my life.
More banana powder.
Not that I deserve anything. Naturally crabby, organic. Complete meal. Wait, no, I'm going to refuse to see this L, okay? A cuckwork orange? No! No! Say it ain't so. Not the cuckwork orange. Naturally crabby, organic, complete meal. Ingredients: chicken, tomato, peas, carrots, peppers, potatoes, green beans, parsley, celery, spinach, corn, basil, pumpkin powder, amaranth, crab and lobster exoskeleton. Holy shit, these crabs are like Jeremy can't even eat vegetables himself. I think these crabs these are like hermit crabs, more like king crabs. Holy shit.
Here's a clockwork orange, which is chicken and tomatoes.
Like that's gonna I can't believe he actually said it. Oh, not the peanut butter and smelly.
Butter and smelly.
We
got freeze-dried river shrimp.
We gotta go back. This is gonna be on so many soundboards.
Here.
This is a
sweet corn. We have a wide variety, probably 50 different things. Here's banana bread. This is just more banana powder, sweet corn. Here's more banana powder. Here's a clockwork orange, which is chicken and tomatoes, peanut butter and smelly. We got freeze-dried river shrimp here. It really just kind of depends. I really just give them this. This is what they almost always eat. And then sometimes
I take it back. This vlog channel is going to make $1 million. Jeremy's a genius. This is so funny.
Like popcorn, stuff like that. They'll actually eat. Sometimes they won't.
It would be perfect. It would be perfect irony that Jeremy just falls ass backwards into another money-making scheme, which he doesn't deserve.
But I like to vary it up.
What if this is like the hermit crab mana channel that Jeremy's got here is like 1 million subscribers in like 5 weeks or something.
Colt examining. Beep.
Is he just fucking with us? Yes, he is. It's a flex. I don't think we can play that profile picture on YouTube.
So that's
trick me there, you rat.
Hermit crabs. I wish I could show you,
You
something
rat,
more interesting,
Mr. Fisto.
Even when they're out, they're not that interesting. We have a large selection of shells for them to move into. Water on the top. They actually do run in this. There's a wheel up here. I don't know if you can see it, like a hamster wheel.
The hermit crab hamster wheel. I have to see they're doing tricks. They're actually doing tricks. They're running on hamster wheels. They have to go upstairs to their gym.
They do use that.
I need to see this circus that Jeremy's putting together.
They use the one on the bottom a lot too. So that's the fish and the hermit.
Can we see this? This actually does sound incredible. Why doesn't Jeremy show this?
Crabs. Then we go upstairs. Yeah.
I don't know if you want to show the haters your house. But okay.
Trixie.
Oh, kitty.
Timber. Annie Bonnie Annie.
Those are some fat
These
cats, though. They're chonkers.
They have
Oh, Lord,
basically the
they're
whole
coming.
second floor of the house to themselves.
Oh my god.
And they don't. Whoops.
This is what happens when you don't have children. Have these absolutely deranged setups.
They don't much care
Where
for the
animals are
dogs, so they
living
don't
like
come out
kings.
very often. But
There's like a turf wall between the lower and the upper part of the house. The cats have taken the high ground, and the dogs are like subjugated on the bottom floor.
they're much easier to maintain. So they just get 1 can of this wellness pate, split between 5 cats twice a day.
The cats are eating pate. No wonder they're so chonky.
No, you've probably.
Are we going to get to the Tim Pool segment eventually?
Like, that's not enough food.
I'm not going to lie. I'm having so much fun just watching this. Like, so far, this first 12 minutes is actually like fire. I'm learning so much about coral wars and like hermit crab gymnastics and his pate eating high ground cats.
Trust me, it is. Because they also have.
But people are like, where's the money going? This is why he needs $80,000. This is where all the money went, is to serving his animals royalty.
Auto feeders with like a sand.
By the way, very phallic auto eaters. What are you telling me he didn't buy this because they look like? Never mind.
And I just give them a little extra dry because, you know.
It's a little tip. It's like, the kiddies are getting a little super chat here. A little bit extra on the side. No wonder they're chonkers.
They like it. There goes Annie Bonanni. Colt's up here now too.
Such Lord. I'll
The only one
sprinkle my pretties. Have some more dry food, more cat pate. Nothing but the best for my pretties. Perhaps I'll even buy the hermit crabs a 3rd level today. This absolute waste of money affluence. It's like so just like this is all the money he's grifted from Rumble and shit too. You just know.
It's Doc.
It's not right.
He won't come up
maybe Jeremy was right about the haters.
because
we're just
he doesn't
jealous.
trust I will lock him in. I have a gate here.
Although it does make me feel better to know that his mortgage is $10,000 a month, and that if he stops making content, he's gonna lose the house because he built this during COVID time. And it's impossible to sell this property because
in at night.
Are you joking? This door is not locking the
Trust
cats
I
in
will
at
lock him
night.
in. I have a gate here to lock the cats in at night.
The cats can't escape from this. Are you joking? Are you joking that you think that this, like, first of all, these cats are chonky, they can still walk through this fence. Anyone that knows cats knows that this little fence will not keep them in.
They're naughty, but I don't generally have to do that. There's Ani Bonani and Huck.
Oh my
Hey kids.
It's electrified? Well, maybe, yeah. That's true. He does shock his animals.
And all that's left now is to feed the dogs. There's Doc right there. He's working his way up there. Docky-doo. All that's left now is to feed the dogs. So they get raw food, beef, chicken, fish. So what it looks like.
Wait, what is in the... We got to go back. We're EFAPing this fridge.
Yeah, raw food.
All right. He's got the I love my German Shepherd sticker on the fridge. That's very cute because it's the pet fridge.
Beef.
All right, let's see. Premier. He's getting the premier protein for these animals. There's a whole shelf of premier protein too.
So what it looks like. Not very appetizing, but they like it. And then I usually put a raw egg on top of each. And then some other supplements.
N-Pulse with a 500 kick says he said there was a dog, but he was filming a cat. There was a dog in the frame, but yes, I was thinking that too.
When you
The
feed your
cats are
dogs
taking
raw,
over.
there's other supplements you have to add. But I won't feed them yet because they eat at like 6 o'clock. They only eat once a day, and they eat.
This is a scary visage. Can I see the hermit crabs again? Holy shit! Look at that. Is that a sticker? Do I actually make this into a sticker? That is so funny. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I think I will actually make a sticker, but I can't do it live though. But I'll save this and I will make this into a sticker.
6 bowls,
I'll save
7
it in
bowls.
I'll save it in my.
They eat about 6 pounds, roughly.
I'll
They
do that after
eat
the
whatever
stream.
they want. They totally self-regulate on that. So that's feeding all the pets. And I got to fill the bird feeders, which I'm going to do after sun goes down because it's hot as hell. And now we're going to talk about.
Oh wait, hold on a second. We have to go back. All right, so we're finally to the Tim Pool segment. I got to go back and find that freeze frame because it was scuffed.
Like 6 o'clock. They only eat once a day, and they eat.
There we go. That's the one. That's the one. All right, print screen on that. That's there we go. Now let me see. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Because I want to make it a PNG and I want to remove the background. So it like really works very well. That's what the sticker is going to look like. Okay. But obviously it'll be like a clear background. That's pretty good. That's a winner. We got Matt with a 5 says they couldn't even adopt kids. Glad they didn't though. I don't know. Jeremy blames his wife for not having any children. However, he's been caught red-handed opening up a screen that shows he was searching for male infertility. So he's shrimpless. The only shrimp,
about 6 pounds. Roughly.
The only shrimp in his house is the one he's feeding his tropical fish.
They eat whatever they want. They totally self-regulate on that. So that's feeding all the pets. And I got to fill the bird feeders, which I'm going to do after sun goes down because it's hot as hell. And now we're going to talk about Tim Pool. So what is Tim Pool really like? People want to know.
Like, what is he like? Okay, so I think I was stun locked by this like extravagance that I've never seen for hermit crabs in my entire life. Their jungle gym, like rope course and everything. I forgot this entire point of the video was the Tim Pool segment. Like, who wants to hear this though? Like, what is Tim Pool really like? As if like Jeremy's like close friends with him. I think he's like, this is just some like dick sucking worship or something, right? Like, what the fuck's going on here? Like okay, Tim Pool's got a big show. It's not like he's the emperor or something.
Most people know him just as the guy, the beanie man, the guy that...
The bald beanie man, yes.
Probably outworks just about everybody. He's probably one of the few people in this space that is on the clock longer than me. I guess him and Benny are probably pretty equal. But I've only really met Benny in casual.
Somehow Tim Pool found the time to start a coffee company that actually has a location that's finally opened. Not that I'm saying it's a good job with anything. But doesn't Tim Pool also have a family? He's just like actually running a successful business that Jeremy dreams that he could have.
Kind of experiences where he's on, and it's difficult to know somebody when they're not on. So in like the commentator world, it's like when I'm live streaming, I'm on. When I'm recording a VOD, I'm on. When I'm at an event, I'm on.
Wait, so the live streams is Jeremy at his Jeremy as he's putting on a performance? When he's sitting there going, that's Jeremy when he's on? What does Jeremy look like when he's off?
How is somebody when you're just chilling, when you're just hanging out? It's generally very different, you would think. But the reality is, with me, I'm exactly the same guy. And people use that against me, I guess.
He's never on, yeah,
share. Some weirdo, like losers are like, oh, sharing online means you're a psychopath. Well, enjoy.
No, I don't know if anyone said that it's a psychopath behavior to share online. It's just not very healthy. I mean, like fostering these like online parasocial relationships, where Jeremy's actually said that he only values online relationships. He said this in the Renaissance Fair video. He says he doesn't care about his wife, he doesn't care about his health, he doesn't care about his friends, he doesn't care about his family. He just wants to get the attention from people on the internet. That is psychopathic behavior, in my opinion.
Being single for the rest of your life, if that's your attitude, I mean, that's fine. I don't really care. I grew up in the Midwest. You know, I grew up not really caring what other people think of me. And so when I share stuff and people use it as like a insult or as a roast, it doesn't matter to me because it's something I publicly...
It doesn't matter so much that he takes down people's channels.
I shared. Most famously, my story about Walmart, where I didn't quite make it to the bathroom.
Yeah, it doesn't. That story doesn't matter so much. You deleted the entire Salt Mine YouTube channel that both you, was his name, Dankula and Baring had. It just doesn't matter.
That would be maybe a funny story for a vlog another day. It's some old lore, but I don't really care what people think of me. And so I'm the same on camera as I am off. With some people, they're very different. This is why I don't go to a lot of these conservative influencer events, things like that, because...
No, you don't go to them because you don't get paid to go to them. You don't make money going to them. And you only go when you can beg enough money from your audience to go to them.
I see stuff that I don't care for. I see a lot of people who struggle with fidelity, people who enjoy
oh my god
partying, and like I said,
oh my god, this man went to strip clubs and was a VIP at the strip clubs while he was married, and then he's going to talk about the infidelity of other people when he's paying women to send him like all this shit. What do you mean? Like, Jeremy, you were trying to fuck all these women, saying you would fight the people that were hitting them in the bar when you were married.
I don't care. I don't care if you...
Like, I think that this man has honestly probably spent more money on hookers than Boogie.
You want to smoke, or you want to drink, or you want to do herb or blow or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
Jeremy said that he's the reason that Robitussin is now locked behind bars at chemists because he was robo-chipping as a child.
but that's my online persona. I don't care. You know, there are certain things that I partake in, certain things I don't, but I don't care. But a lot of times when I go to these influencer type events, I see people who preach one thing and live something very different.
Is it? It's incredibly frustrating because Jeremy doesn't seem to stand for anyone. Like, does this man have anything he holds as an actual value? He's just a fat shell with nothing on the inside, and everything he talks about is projection. Every single thing he talks about is projection. It's insane. I'm actually taking crazy pills right now.
I'm not quite desperate enough for views to be outing anybody, so don't hang on to that. But
what?
You know, with Tim, he's a bit of an enigma.
I'm not desperate for views. Let's talk about Tim Pool.
But I can tell you this. The guy is always on. He does not have an off switch. He is very focused all the time. He's been right here in this room where I'm sitting right now.
Oh my goodness, the blessed Tim Pool has been sitting in the chair. We haven't even let anyone sit in his chair. He left the Tim Pool's ass crackers left on the sofa. It reminds us of glorious overlord. What are you like? This man is obsessed. Holy shit. He took off his shoes in my house. In fact, I asked him to leave them on because the dirt underneath his feet is more holy than anything else in this. What the holy shit. Freedom Corp says, what? Balalu ki bida uru sha itanu zizi kabab kustu. I don't know what you're trying to say here. What the fuck is this?
Hanging out.
I ain't reading that shit.
And to be honest,
probably
with
gonna fucking summon a succubus in my room or something.
Tim's a nice guy. Off camera, on camera. If you don't like him on camera, you're not gonna like him off camera. If you like him on camera, then you're gonna like him off camera. He's just very, very matter of fact, which some people don't like. Some people view as, you know, you're mean or you're a dick or something like that. But to me, I grew up around all sorts of people like that. You know, my uncle is like that. My parents are like that.
What? The people that are dicks to him? This doesn't sound good.
Matter of fact, all the time. And some people get rubbed the wrong way and they think, oh, this guy's a jerk or whatever. That's not who Tim is. Tim is very kind. You know, took me out to dinner a couple times.
He's not just a gentleman. He's a gentleman.
Very kind. Never once let me reach for my wallet. So in my experiences,
it's actually date night. Jeremy can pick up the, and that's a big gesture, you know. And Jeremy's ordering all the drinks and all the extras and all the different mains and things. Holy shit! Free food alert! No wonder he's got undying loyalty to Tim Pool. He fed the man.
With Tim, he's been exactly who I expected he would be, which is more rare than you would think in this space. You know, I've worked with people in the past that are very different.
Name them.
You know, the type of different, you know, where they have group chats where they're disparaging you while they're telling you
it's talking about Sydney Watson.
Best friend, you're their best friend. That's not who Tim is.
This is the girls' group chat.
He doesn't hold grudges. He is just about the work all the time, which is something that I can relate to. In fact, if I were more like Tim in that aspect.
I mean, when you're not feeding your hermit crabs their peanut butter and smelly or Clockwork Orange designer food so that they can go train at the hermit crab gym, then when he's not doing that, then that's when he's working.
I would never have started a vlog channel because it opens you up to all sorts of criticisms. And
can we get a 1 out of 10 for how amazing this vlog channel is? Honestly the best thing Jeremy's ever done. Like, holy shit. Every week, every Thursday, I'm watching 2 of these episodes. These are so good.
I'm sure there are people mapping my home right now and saying, well, here's this, that, and the other thing. Oh, here's a piece of mail. Here's something. He doesn't open himself up to that stuff because he's smarter than that.
This is incredible.
And maybe he cares. Maybe it bugs him. I don't know. Or maybe it's just the prudent business decision. But in my many, many, many interactions with Tim Pool, he's always been very kind, cordial, and respectful. And I can't say the same thing for a lot of other people that I've met.
Say it, coward.
Someone like Luke Rodowski is super kind and the same guy off camera as he is on.
Oh, that's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be like a fuck the audience
authentic dude. He will drop everything to help you. He's a real dude. He's a real G type of friend that you would call and bail you out from jail kind of thing. Melanie Mack, same thing. I've worked with her for a long time. She's exactly the same off camera as she is on. She's loyal. She's not
This is loyal.
preaching, you know, Christ in her vlogs and then going out and doing bad things.
But she is, though.
Nope. Same person off camera. Hannah Claire, same thing. Very kind, nice, measured, in person and on camera. There's a long list of influencers. And I think this is generally people that got famous, like Instagramming or TikTok influencers that I find to generally be scumbags. Who are
so while Jeremy's gooning to TikTok influencers, he's judging them as well.
the furthest from who they really say they are. Now, you could talk about certain quote unquote internet friends that I thought I had over the years that were willing to turn on you for $100. But most of those
I
people,
guess he's referring to Bearing and perhaps Count Dankula, although I think Jeremy thinks that Count Dankula didn't betray him.
did that match the stories about what I heard about them behind the scenes. You know, people that would sell you out at your lowest moment to make a single video and profit from it. You could always kind of tell.
By the way, Jeremy's never, the only time Jeremy ever saw a $100 super chat was when Steel Toe ruined everything, because people dislike Steel Toe, or at least, I don't know, they troll Steel Toe to the degree where they paid Jeremy hundreds of dollars so that he would make more money than Steel Toe in that one night to own Steel Toe. And he was like, Jeremy thought it was like a trick. Like, he's like, what is this? You're gonna refund this. He had like PTSD seeing $100. So like the audacity of this man talking about getting super chats. He doesn't get super chats.
And I'm not going to name names, but they know who they are. Now,
name some names, cunt. Do it, pussy.
I've partaken in some of the like roasting of Tim over the years. Not really Tim himself, but you know, the Eliza Blue stuff, the Jack Murphy stuff. At the time I thought, wow, this is a great thing to do. This is funny. People like it. But what I really learned is that the way Tim handled like the Eliza Blue situation and the Jack Murphy situation was actually the right way. To not bend the knee to the mob, to not let random internet people who probably aren't regular viewers of your show dictate what you talk about or what you do.
What is he even talking
I learned
about?
a lot from Tim, the way he handled some of his controversies. And, you know, I see other people in this space, you know, there's a very big stream on Friday nights. And I see,
I guess it's Friday Night Tights,
you know, the people that run that show acting cowardly and making decisions based on what will affect their super chats the most. And I don't judge.
Again, it's just like trying to imply that they just like sold out. Jeremy has this idea that they sold out Chrissie Mayr because she had Melanie Mack on their podcast. That's not why she was fired. She was fired because she didn't own up to the fact that she was lying and betraying her audience and grifting off of a situation she very clearly knew about. And then she doubled down and started gaslighting her friends to the point where I think she ruined her entire friendship with Nina Infinity and Brittany Venti over this.
Them for it, because I would have done the same thing 3 or 4 years ago too.
What?
I learned.
So you would have just sold everyone out 3 years ago? So you're what?
By being on the receiving end of mobs, that there is no place in the
receiving.
mob.
He's
So,
taken in the
you know,
butt.
If people start dogpiling you in your chat and you fire staff members, for example, and pretend that that you didn't fire them simply because people don't like them.
Oh, no. Like Jeremy keeps rewriting the story on this. They didn't fire her. They put her on break to see how she was going to behave. And based off of that behavior, she was permanently let go.
That's pathetic. That's audience capture. Tim Pool has never been that guy. He does what he does. Sure, he's had a few on-air meltdowns before, but who hasn't? And he's one of the good ones. You know, Tim is just about business. He's about being a good guy, being a good husband, and he's about business. And I respect that greatly out of him. And he's just exactly what you would expect off camera. He's not any different. And I've come to respect that a lot more over the years because I've seen so many examples of that being the opposite. And that's the exact reason I don't normally go to these. Even when I went to AmFest, I didn't go to a single one of the parties. And yes, I was invited. Okay.
But doesn't this directly contradict the statement that was made by Lauren Southern, where she said that she went and confronted Jeremy at these parties and that there was a bunch of people there, including Melanie Mack, that were indulging in all of this behavior where there was like strippers around and shit. I mean, maybe Lauren Southern is lying. I'm not saying that she's like a 100% honest person or something, but this is, it seems like this is just a complete bold-faced lie. The only reason he wouldn't go to a party is if he just couldn't physically make it. It seems like he takes any moment he can to indulge in his vices, which is drinking, gambling, and apparently whoring around because he was a VIP member at a strip club, getting handies on the daily or some shit.
But I've seen what goes on at those parties, and I don't want to be a part of it.
Well, then you've obviously been to the parties if you've seen what's gone on at the parties.
So when I went to Amfest, I watched football with Melanie, and that's what we did. We didn't partake in that party culture. And, you know,
it's possible to go to the after party and also see the football because it was like a multi-day event, right? So they probably did go watch football with Hannah Claire, but then the last day is when they have the after party.
I think that's fine for young kids.
So this is all just lies.
In the community, go ahead, get out there and have fun. But you don't see Tim at those parties either. He's about his business. He's about getting the job done. And that's what I respect the absolute most about him. And so I am.
This is such a strange,
humbled.
like this section is so strange. Can we go back to the hermit crabs? That was great. But this is so bizarre. Like the absolute glaze.
By the business that he's built, and perhaps too late.
Like, is Jeremy think that Tim Pool's going to invite him on for saying this, or is he just like, he just generally is in love with Tim Pool? I think he's just glazing for the love of the game.
But I've adopted a lot of the ways that he deals with internet drama and things like that because he just doesn't give a crap. He doesn't care.
Yes, he does. He's Tim Pool like crashed out and seethed because people said that he put his chat into subscriber only mode and he had to make an actually we've always had subscriber only chat.
That's what I respect the most about him. And so in the next vlog, in this video, if you made it to the end, ask your questions. The next vlog will be another day in the life. We'll do something else around the house.
What do you guys want to see for the next vlog of Jeremy? I want to see what Jeremy eats in a day. I think that would be fascinating to see what he puts away.
But then I'll try to rapid fire answer all the questions in the comments. People ask where.
Wait, what do you mean questions in the comments? You can't comment on this video. There's no comment section. He's comment sectionless. He's going to answer. I mean, I guess technically he's true then. He is going to answer every comment. There's just none. You rat, Jeremy. What are you doing?
The name the quartering came from. We'll discuss that. And yeah,
he's already talked about
enjoy these vlogs.
He said it because he thought people were being pushed away, like into these different quarters. So he wants to bring them together. It's like, that's stupid.
A break from the constant black pill that exists in society. And if you enjoy it, make sure you subscribe or leave a like on the video because I really enjoy doing these. So we'll see you in the next one.
Oh my gosh. That was a wild ride is the only way I could describe that last vlog. Like the first 3 vlogs have been straight seething, and then there was just this 10-minute fish segment, which I actually really enjoyed because it's like the absolute luxury that these animals are living in, the hermit crabs in their private gym where they have 2 track courses. It's like, I don't know. I'm very much looking forward to these quitting vlogs. I hope that you are too. It's already 4 o'clock here. I'm supposed to be filming a video outside, but it's too hot. That's why I've been avoiding going outside. So I think I'll end the stream here. Pre-Dawn Corpse gifted us full set. Much appreciated. Much big support on the streams. I will add that Jeremy sticker after the stream, and I'll try and edit out the beginning of this disastrous thing. Thank you for being so supportive of the terrible Wi-Fi fucking nonsense. I swear to God, I reset the router just before the stream started. Like, oh no, I'm not gonna grovel. I'm just gonna edit it out so it doesn't ever happen. Hold on, is there anyone streaming that I can restream to? Let's have a quick look. Okay. All right, nice. Right, guys, have a good weekend. Let me know how your weekend went in the comments, and we will see you next time. I'll play the full part of this though as we go.
He's got 6.5 million subscribers, and he rarely breaks a couple 100,000 views.
I'm back. Reverse Hollow Charmander gifting 5 subs. Let's go. All right, there you go. Now I'm out.
He's got 6.5 million subscribers, and he rarely breaks a couple 100,000 views on his episodes. This is a guy whose career is on the downturn, so it's not a surprise that he is now turned to the Muslim grift. Muslims. But many Muslim women, Muslim men, black people, lots of black people, Muslim dad, Somali Muslim, black people, Carmelo Anthony grift, black people are stupid. Don't like black fatigue. Carmelo Anthony grift black fatigue here. Oh, I've got a black fatigue story. That's always going to be great. Like if I do a random black fatigue video, it does way better. Moving gangs of black people. My wife. Yeah, I guess I'll just do another black fatigue video if that's what YouTube wants, or the algorithm wants. epic crossover between McDonald's and black fatigue. I respect black people, opinions that disagree with me too. Oh, bye. Oh, you're going to be gone. Bye. I respect Sean Ryan as a coward. Sure, yes, I get it. He was in the military. He's a Navy SEAL. He's a badass. I'm a fat guy from the Midwest. I was, of course, a survivor of the meme war.
I cut my teeth in the most ruthless time that ever existed on YouTube.
I can't take away his time in the military and what he did, but he's a coward. You know, the whole thing is rife with hypocrisy. God's grand plan was to turn me into a giant cow.